against Virtus Pro. Now, it was a loss.
Yeah, VP made light work of the Chinese Dragon. I don't know what to expect coming into this one, because Cole, they've been off my radar for a while. Sure, the desk has discussed all the context of some of their underperformances. Fisher as well, not going great, but TYLOO just won the event. Surely TYLOO have got this one in the bag, despite the desk saying this is a must-win for Cole. Let's find out together. T-start for them.
3B. Mid-sight smoke. That's going to block the sightlines are short, and up they come.
Okay, keeping it simple.
Missed.
Oh, Jamyoung, rare to see his USP not immediately connect. It doesn't seem to matter, though. Their three-man setup in defense of B makes light work and puts Grim alone into the clutch.
Well, Grim is somebody on Overpass once upon a time who's had some big boy performances. I expect to see him as the bathrooms player on the CT side, along as Halzerk over towards A. And as the desk just discussed, Halzerk wasn't with them last time they played at the Major, which was unfortunate for Complexity as far as their run was concerned. And speaking of running, it was a sprint all the way up long.
You know when players are doing this and you're kind of becoming cognizant that the round the world flank is open? I mean, Jamyoung's already considered this. Like, they've already adjusted their setup for the potential for this, like, what, 20, 30 seconds ago, right? Yeah. And then they're just content, like, okay, we're fine.
And when you're in such a man advantage scenario like this, you are hoping to just play for informational positions. Right. You don't want to be in a spot where you're hard committed. If Grim flicks around the corner and gets an absolute banger of a shot, great. But you want to be in a position where you can live and then the setup can be rejigged around your new information, which can happen right here with Jamyoung. Right? He can either just hold the passive angle or jiggle out, and then when he spots him, he didn't have to commit. So Grim's grabbed another.
Yeah, he's done very well with that. And a chance for more at range. You can see he's whittling away at G's HP. 20 seconds, though, is... Oh, for goosh.
Bloody Nora.
Okay, TYLOO actually getting a bit nervous now. I think Grim's actually puffed up his chest just enough.
Got a plan.
Wait, the bomb is still available. Yeah. Oh, what? That was a fake one. Through the pillar. Picks up the bomb, hits the headshot. Wait.
Time's it. Oh.
Why has he faked it? He swings through, but the attacker survives. Grim makes an actual round out of that.
Oh, he's very fortunate he went down before the round transpired there, so he does get the loss bonus.
Oh, I thought he had a chance to plant, but I think G would have run him down.
Yeah, right. So he does get 2,900 to his name, and it will be a force buy for Complexity. So he could drop the AK, but look, we saw some pocket strats coming out. FlyQuest on Dust 2. Yep. Maybe we get one from Cole. And once upon a time, Complexity, or at least JT, with some flashbangs, some utility, overpass, it was bang on, right? It was very fun to watch. So let's see what they can...
Okay, well, it looks like they're going to fight for short water control. Halzerk taking the bomb there with some support. He's got Con being fought for. Grim and Sixy. About to open this door and find Mosier, but he slips into the smoke, overlooked, and just like that, your whole plan is screwed up, thrown in the bin. Mosier does so, and now Mercury's there for extra sprinkles of pain.
Okay, well, forget about the utility. We're not going to get to see that. Complexity are going to be down 2-0 and likely 3. You could.
It was a bit telegraphed, wasn't it?
Well, that's the thing. Even though JT tried to make it look not so much, right? Dropping that smoke on the playground molly to make it seem like, there could be pressure towards A. But you're not so worried about an A rush, especially with pistols in play, even if it is Tech 9. So handled, easy, and job done. Now, I was just talking with the boys on the desk. Inferno is the map that plays the slowest. Like, it has the slowest rounds. Yeah. I think Overpass, the more we see it in the pool, will likely overtake that. We have B-Trams, is that his name?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, on the Twitter sphere. He likes to put out a lot of stats work. So I'm sure as we get more and more Overpass, he'll be keeping everybody up to date with how that one functions. But here we go. Third round, couple of digs, 5 of which.
Yeah, and that ceremonial 30 HP you have to pay. That's the toll to get through the playground Molotov. So util is present from TYLOO, and something that we kind of saw very little of in their Overpass game versus Virtus Pro. They didn't post a single T round, so keep your eyes on that when we do swap sides.
And their CT side was looking okay until they lost that really bad anti-eco / half buy, where they just walked through Monster, and then Mosier just stepped out for no reason from CT, lost his head, and they were playing retake, but he's just lead around the corner, gave away his life. And it makes sense losing to VP on Overpass because 4 of the 5 members, and even Icy, even though he's more of a modern day name.
Look at that, I haven't seen that. Dice boost? What did you get from that?
I think they were hoping they'd get
Okay, experimental, live.
Yeah, you can't boost on top of dice, unfortunately. But yeah, the Virtus Pro boys, that's a massive boon to their map pool coming into this new season because they're all very proficient on the map of Overpass. But if you are a new Counter-Strike viewer and you haven't seen Overpass, you must be a very, very new viewer. But it does tend to play slow because of the size. The CTs literally start within a bomb site, so it means that they can fan out aggressively towards A and connector, and then slowly do transitional defense, dropping back, right? Back. You could start as aggressive as Fountain, you drop them back to bathrooms, divider, right? You have so many different angles you can fall back to, especially as an AWPer. So hopefully we get to see a bit of that coming out from G. But it's the first rifle round. AK is equipped for complexity. No AWP for Halzok yet.
This MP9 nerf has immediately taken a bit of a change to the weapons bought here at Cologne. Seeing more and more of the UMP. Mosier seems to be an advocate for it.
Well, that missed.
And that molly did not quite land. Yeah, it is like pixel perfect timing, parkour to get the timing and the actual spread you're looking for. Not easy to get consistently.
Like that from Halzok, right? So they're going to drop that balloons molly, and he actually peeks behind the flames there. No bathroom smoke, so wanting to take a heads-up duel. And double molly's con. That's to flush any of the rats out in the system.
Con is such a value point in overpass.
Precisely, right? You need it on the T side to rotate between these two sites. So short aggression. Saw this one before.
Oh, you know what? That was nearly a grim opening. Gee, lucky to get away, and it's an audible retreat that Nyx is going to try and twist into a timing.
Look at how far up on A6 he is during all this. I understand we're in B, but...
And he's opened up the site. Attacker goes down, clears out Monster for the boys.
Yeah, just highlighting that position, it's key, because here are all the rotations. If they try and save, where are you going? And there he is.
Oh, 60's even pushing onto Jam Young, leaving them no options but to fight, lose it all. Gee, gotta try and save that AWP at this point. This is an unretakeable site and a product of Nyx just identifying a timing. That fight towards connector, he hears the audible relocation, and poor, who was that on the site? It was Attacker.
Well, Attacker did have a tough time yesterday on Inferno, and obviously the entire team had a tough time on Overpass. 60, another kill would have been nice, but Mercury's off angle will deal with him, and they should be able to find themselves a way to escape. As long as G can get away with that AWP, all should be good in the hood. I would love to see what this bomb radius is going to look like. Let's see if they've done their study. He is low on health. Does look like he's a country mile away. And in this position, he loses 3 points of health.
Okay, write that down. Write that down.
Jot that one in. So
3 HP.
But the B bomb site yesterday, I remember Flit was just waltzing through Monster and taking jewels. There was B executes coming out of Virtus Pro as well. So TYLOO are going to have to be able to deal with that side of the map.
Yeah. I've tried to identify as a B lurker Monster player on Overpass in the very few games I've got to play it, but there's so much nuance. Watching Flip player, I realized, oh, I've maybe bitten off more than I could chew.
It is a tough spot.
It's such a delicate balance of I'm finding impact and doing something, but I'm not dead.
And you're also very disconnected from your team.
And I don't have any friends to help me out.
This is interesting. So a 3-connector start with JT and Nyx over towards B.
This, or am I misreading the minimap? Yeah, he's looking at it.
At least playing for sound cues, right? Because if they're noisy, you can hear some audibles.
I always find this head-to-head surely favors an AK, because it's just your head poking out, and it's an AK-47! Yeah, dink exchange! Grim wins because of his gun.
And now they can head over back towards B, because there's an... Oh, well,
he's flitted them, actually. He just walked into B on his own and decided to claim it. I say on his own, that's a little bit hyperbole. Did have some friends behind him.
You might want to hunt this time.
Yeah, actually, you're right. G's AWP is it got away with it once. I'm not sure it will get away with it again.
So definitely some issues being shown within TYLOO's CT side. And this is what Complexity would have hoped for by picking this map. Right? Seeing it yesterday, seeing that they're definitely lacking reps on it, and understandably so.
You can see discomfort. I know it's so early to be saying such statements, but Jam Young's already looked a little less comfortable. He just not got quite, his kind of comfort positions or the fights that he knows are favorable to him. There is a bit more discomfort on display.
So this is going to have to go on the Wayback Time Machine, and I know I sound like the old man, back in my day, but when everything was a bit more region... Oh, is he going to lose it? Oh, okay. G does hold on to the AWP, so something to work with, and they should be able to get some upgrades because of the saves. Timeout will be taken, Zoking's going to get on the mic, and conversations to be had. But just a history lesson, we used to have 5 maps. We came into the first couple of majors, and then we expanded it to 7, where Cobble and Overpass were a little more raw, and then we had the updates throughout. But regionally speaking, it was hard to get practice on those maps because nobody at home wanted to play them, right? So you had to pick one of the two. Now, when we were flying the flag for Australia, we chose Cobblestone over Overpass. And when we played against Chinese teams, they very rarely played Overpass either. So back in the early days, we're talking 6, 7, 8 years ago, nobody regionally was really playing a lot of Overpass. So there is going to be a bit of a lag to get up to speed of that because it wouldn't have been played a lot even within the pug realms.
Out of curiosity, was that Do you think that's like a product of like hive mind, as in like some of the big players from your region said, we don't play overpass, so the lesser teams would also do that, like kind of copied and gentleman's agreemented it? Or?
I think that there's also just, you think about like pug culture too.
Yeah,
so you're not even seeing it just within I want to say casual, even though it's not super casual.
You know, we don't play that map, you know, and it's like, okay, I'm part of the tribe, whatever it is.
Right, but it's just one of these things where to learn a new map when you're already behind on all the other maps, that's tough.
It does seem like a very clear game plan to be taking the short water and con control and like nothing early. Fountain, 60's nearly gone down to the wallbanger Jamyoung, so that's some confidence. And this is confidence from Grim. The flash is layered good.
Easy,
just gets his first 60 with the trade, and B site's lost. Just like that.
Why worry about doing anything over towards A if you're just able to waltz into B every round, right?
Yep, good question.
They're having no issues with that, so stick to that. What, they're going to start starting 4B? Okay, it seems like it's fine. They're not having any issues whatsoever.
You can't, I mean, fighting con feels like it would be a very intense affair, favoring the T side. They're starting 2 con every time. So I guess you're right, yeah, either stack the B side or punish them for not taking any of that Fountain and early flanks. I mean, what are we talking?
The best thing you can do is like push all the way up Fountain and hope that you can get a flank, but these B hits are coming in so quick.
Yeah, they are.
So you're in a tough spot. They might lose everything again.
G's playing Save Simulator.
And no steps are being heard. So Halzerk, how many you got?
Oh, I reckon he's set for the pair here.
So G should have him rounding the corner.
Yeah, but it's going to be one of those crazy timings, just reaction shot. He's very tight on the angle. If he, jiggles it. Nice work from G. Swaps out to the dig and finishes the job, so maintains his AWP, and that's important in the grand scheme.
Well, Halzerk doesn't really have any reason to buy an AWP unless JT wants to change the game plan and head over towards A, because the AK is going to be much more suitable for these B hits that they're getting away with. And I say getting away with, it's been different variations, but they've just been able to waltz into B either just by getting picks, timings, or executes like this. And it's going to be 3, consecutive rifle rounds, essentially, that they've gotten by with.
Well done.
So saved guns again. This time it isn't going to be a full investment. They're going to let the loss bonus tick into the next so that they can buy. But looking to fight for some space. Boost. And an opening kill. Mercury does get something done.
60 with the trade on the exit. Nice find, and even attempt to transfer there. That's uncomfortable. Jamyoung trapped in con now, surrounded. Throws out a smoke to try and elope. 60 should have him trapped here. Oh, well done, Jamyoung. Wins it out, 3 on 3. Pressure continues to be thrown towards that B site. Molly towards the toxic barrels. And a walk.
You want to say this is their best chance yet, but...
I do.
Well, I don't think so. Should be a smoke mid-site here.
Nades they've got, yeah.
You smoke mid-site, molly water, or just shoot him. Just shoot him.
Look at his path. Like, B-site, I'm in. I'm in. Oh, here we go. An opportunity for destruction, and JT profits. Hi, G. So... you could go for this one.
Well, he has enough to buy into the next with the loss bonus, so give it a go.
Yeah. Any kits, he says, half-heartedly.
Boys, did we leave one on the site somewhere, hopefully?
Maybe. Yeah. Well, they're hiding. It's like they don't want to win the round.
Yeah, right? Oh, they're playing it fundamentally sound.
Weird.
I guess I don't get a free kill and an opportunity to win. So JT with 3 kills in that one. Round will be secure, and... now it's 4-3 in favor of Complexity. They do say, Alex,
Go on.
Revenge is a dish best served in Cologne.
That's what they say.
That is what they say.
In Cologne especially. Very common here.
I love it around these parts.
What a KD from G. 5-0.
Yeah.
He hasn't died.
He's still got his AWP.
Yeah.
It's a nice AWP. He likes it.
Yeah, fair play. And he's even got enough to buy himself a whole other one. This is JT, leaves with 3 kills in this one, and it is just team play. You can see these kills, they're a part of a bigger sequence.
He's not bringing Sexy back, he's bringing Overpass back to Complexity's map pool.
And the odds favoring TYLOO, that's the live odds, interesting.
I wonder if that's series or map.
Presumably, yeah.
We would hope series.
Yeah.
Because for map, I think if Complexity get 1 or 2 more T-side rounds.
Laughing.
Yeah.
And you can see the change in flavor. It's cool to see JT's giving, you know, there's very clear looks to these rounds out of the gates. With Overpass being such a large map, you get to see intent, like, immediately.
And they're not, they're playing confident. Like, look at this. He's going to walk straight through a smoke. You're also getting these moves where That looked fun, actually. I didn't
fun.
mind that at all.
Write that one down.
But they're also taking fights towards Bathroom and Divider without the traditional Divider, Molly, and Smoke, and they're just peering into these angles and owning them. Here we go again.
They're boosting, and he's ready. Nix. Oh, he's lucky to get away with his
Info on
life.
3 players. 2 on the boost, 1 aggressive short.
60's already really pushed up on this lurk smoke as well. G's responsible for it, and he's nailed it. Really big find. An opening kill for TYLOO. Bomb pivoting on the back of Halzak. He can still go either way. Truck Molly's lined up here. Grim up close. G has support of Jamyoung. And it's going to be another one for G. This is the AWP that he's been holding on to and making good use of it into round 8. Pivoting late through Con Shaw.
Have to win this one.
It should be unlosable at this stage. Nix, however, slipping up. If he could find an opening onto attacker, he's been having a rough day in the office on overpass. Covered by Mosier. Job done, you'd think.
Saving. They're out of there. All right. Well, not going to give that one a go. They had the bomb. They had a runway into the site. It wasn't necessarily the most open. And as soon as the digits start getting punched, I'm sure that Halzak or JT gets run down.
I reckon even if Nix gets anything, they probably give it a shake of the stick. Just empty hands leads to the T-side save. Okay.
Well, G still the immortal. 7-0 now, but impact within that round to convert it. So going to be able to break the losing streak and tie things back up, but we need another one of those here for TYLOO on this CT side. You go from the highest of highs, you just won a tournament from out of nowhere with your coach standing in for the first 3 matches and then G arriving in time to be the hero and lift the trophy with the team. Now, Mitha, temporary coach for Complexity, was behind them over there in Fisher where Colt did make the playoffs, and now here in Cologne. Now, if you're familiar with the face, understandably so. He was just with Liquid. See if you can find some contributions here with the North American organization, the Dane. There's a timeout taken, a conversation had, and both teams strapped with full buys. Too easy for G.
Yeah, I mean, this bomb site suits itself to the AWP like nothing else, really. It's like cheese and Marmite. A nice bit of cheddar.
For most of you in Europe and maybe the rest of the world, might not have a good idea about Marmite.
Could you help me with strawberries and cream? There we go.
There you go.
Thank you. I'm here all week.
That Monster Smoke missed, huh?
It did, and the AWP has taken a rare holiday to B, but it's a pace change. No flash catches him. He had a golden opportunity to hit his first. Gets away with the second. 60 will trade him in.
Finally dead.
Yeah, pace change indeed. First death for G. And 60 unable to put Jamyoung down, using that AK on the CT side to great success. It's a 2v3 and they will play. Mercury through Con could arrive short.
Timing on this.
As they looked away. A real timing. A real window of opportunity. Grim returns, gets the info safely. Oh, he's a dead man. Yep, lovely isolation. Grim gets it done. Jamyoung in the clutch and not looking good.
In his wheelhouse, though.
Certainly in his wheelhouse, but I love this proactivity from JT. He's got a nice side swipe. Jamyoung goes down. Mitha lets him know.
All right, well, 5 rounds. MR12, yep. T-side, overpass. I don't want to call it too early, but it feels like this one could be done like a dog's dinner.
So you reckon this is, I mean, you just started the conversation yesterday, but CT-sided maps go, CS2, you're expecting this one to kind of be the CT version of Anubis, you know?
Yeah, look, we obviously need to see how it unfolds, but you might even give par for the course of an 8-4, because let's say that pistol with conversion, people say pistol's a coin toss, either way, let's say pistol with conversions gets you 3 and then maybe 1 gun round, so, which feels not bad, really. It's all very, obviously, economy-driven, and we're still seeing how the new CT site changes are going to function and play into things. But so far, TYLOO have been in a scenario where they've had guns almost every single round. There's been 1 round, and that's definitely facilitated by saving. There, you hear that?
Verica! All
right, well, TYLOO. It's not like you lack ideas, you don't lack setups, you don't lack utility.
Oh, and you don't lack run boosts. Jamyoung straight over the short Molotov and gets himself situated to completely cut off rotations. You want to pivot between Con, sure, but you got to get past Jamyoung on short water. 60 up long. Mercury thinks twice about giving him that jewel he's looking for. G responsible for that divider side.
And this is where the push-pull comes in, because as soon as you know that you've lost long and you lose bathrooms, you've got to... Oh, not far off with the spam, was he? Door's going to swing open. tough angle to clear, especially when you need to worry
Nix
about...
is actually going to... Oh, just the door distraction.
Really well done.
Lovely start from Cole.
Devil's in the details, isn't it?
Really cool. Okay, but now they know, like, is the game now, let's not run into G? You know, like, how do we avoid running into G's AWP?
Yeah, well, this is it, because you take a look at what utility they have, a couple of smokes, flashes, and a molly, and they've been having a lot of success on B. So as long as your executes together, good spacing, and you trade, you should be converting around like this. At most, TYLOO likely go 1-3, but they've stayed in a 2-2. So right now, either side you pick, as long as you're together, you should have this one in the bag.
Here comes their first response. They nade the lurk smoke. Flash, however, on Divider's side. Mercury has vision. G removes the long side. Ooh, Mercury unable to deliver. The attacker has kept the round alive for TYLOO. He's holding on to B for a second, but here comes the whole squad. He's low HP, and he needs this frag more than anything. With 18 seconds left, swings in and a dink. A tut of his tongue as he knows what that means.
Hey, G, use the AWP and retake 1v3.
Oh, if he had a HE, imagine the damage he could have done. Poor guy, it's not the weapon for the job when two players are 12 and 8.
He's going to do it again.
Yeah, he does, he does.
Oh, GG for G.
Like, it's tough because he's playing by the book. He's doing what he's supposed to. It just looks like he's not trying to win, but it's not true. It's not true.
At this point, he's just trying to get blood from the stone, right? Like,
yes, that's a
if
great
that
way to
AWP can
put it.
find impact, I think you need to, I was going to say, inject yourself into the round, but he went to B and he got overrun. I guess he could try and flood down connector. He could force himself more presence on A, even hyper aggressive, because at the moment they've been a bit more passive. But either way, it's going to be 6 rounds now for Cole.
There is this restraint, though, to Cole's T side that has, I think, is you know, deliberately making it difficult for G to inject himself into these rounds. You know, they're not doing anything willy-nilly, anything dry. There's always that lurk smoke. There's always a flash. They're making it as difficult as possible for an AWP to dominate on a very dominant CT side. AWP CT overpass, you know, we've always discussed it. It's been an example for many an AWPer on how to play and how to fall back AWP and how CT AWP play can be leveraged in overpass.
But the problem is, right now, for TYLOO, is they're not finding enough opening kills. I'll talk about it into the next, because I think Mercury's about to be overrun. There's an opening frag, but will be immediately traded. Good damage done. G needs another, needs to get away, but between the wickets...
Oh, this is tense. He's going to get away, I think. They are in hot pursuit. Turns the flash, sticks around, gets himself another onto Halzerk. Doing good work here, G, but the job is not done. Low HP, doesn't really matter against an AWP. Sees the shadow, knows he's active.
That's info on 2 players over towards A. They should just be able to waltz in towards B between Monster and Short. JT and Nix can both take a little bit of a risk right now, but they're going to do it with you two.
Okay, breaking that Monster smoke. Nix gets info, no one close. Attacker feeling a very intense defense ahead. Warning shot to JT. Smoke on sight and crossing in. It's going to be hard to contest this now. Retake seeming like a guarantee, and Nix even isolating, charging into attacker.
Gotta give it a go.
Of course.
Have a look at least.
Well, you know what? That might lead to a kill. Sixy gets the chance to react. He goes wide. G cautiously clearing through, but held. And a quick reaction headshot. Can't get the second. Mosey up, walking on in with just 15 HP, recovers the AWP, recovers the frag, actually gets the first and knows where Nix was. Does he overplay his hand? No, he swings in, not scared, not afraid, delivers for Cole. Triple kill to extend their T-side haul.
All right, 8 available on this T-side right now for Complexity. They are running away with things, as they will be able to, with the loss bonus, the kills, the new team reward, be able to get themselves out. Plenty of M4s again, TYLOO. But as I was going to mention, the CT side should have so many options for opening kills. It's just them not sticking the landing on the frags. Their Mercury gets one, but immediately traded. The idea is to get forward, get a kill, get out, because it slows the default. It forces more gaps on a map where there already should be a lot for the Ts. And they just haven't been able to do that whatsoever here, TYLOO. We're talking 4 rounds.
Yeah. Oh, that's awkward as well. That could have been an opening kill. Halzerk just peeking into B. In the meantime, G finds 6C and already an opportunity to at least recover a 5th.
But this is it. Now if they can maintain the number advantage, you can see the map play out.
Oh my god, Nix, that pathing was outrageous, using the smokes to try and take down Jam Young. Nice from Mercury, another one short, overlooked, missed shot, Halzerk's a dead man. Okay, something to work with, TYLOO. It's just 5-7, the bar set high for the T side. What can TYLOO do?
They look like they can go on forever. And it's only the first map.
My brain feels like scrambled eggs after that marathon. Seriously, how do you recover from this?
I don't know, man. Looks like a long run. We need a quick reset.
Hey, cheer up, boys. It's only a best of 5. Refuel yourself.
Oh, that was so saucy.
It's so creamy.
You were talking about the clutch, right?
Yeah. You?
Yeah, I guess.
This young and talented squad of TYLOO are going through it's a compulsory event, a necessary trial. You win your first trophy and immediately find yourself at another event, losing your opening game and being on elimination door from first place to what could very well be close to last. This is the cutthroat world of Counter-Strike. TYLOO up against Cole, first map overpass, and already the conversation Chad's been helping us understand that with a haul like that from Cole on the attack, 7, yep, the odds have shifted in Complexity's favor.
Understandably so right now. Well, the CT side, 60 starting over towards A. 3 down connector, 1 towards B. So this pivot point available with the dual Berettas in hand. And oh dear. They've shown themselves over towards T-stairs early, but they're about to be put in the blender, I believe.
They're running into 5 pistols, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, well, that's how Zerk could work, but geez, solid hold actually. Glocks take down those dual Berettas and win it out. Cole were trapped in there with them.
That must have been an insane flick of the wrist there from
one
G.
was immediate. Hang on, Nick's gonna go. Yeah, G, have your pop-off. You've earned it after a round like that. That felt like it was a certainty. You're running into 3 CTs, close quarters, with dual Berettas.
That's crazy. Okay, so both pistols for TYLOO on their opponent's map choice, a map that they struggled on yesterday. Their first half was pistol with conversions, and then, what, 2 gun rounds?
So, 3rd or 4th bullet on his spam, and then immediate adjustment into Grim.
Okay, very well done there.
And Mercury, this was, I mean, look at what he had. If he goes down, they lose everything. Very different round, but yeah, there's frags.
Well, a chance to start both halves 3-0 for TYLOO. They're going up against this force. If they deal with this, it will be the eco from Complexity into the next, and TYLOO should take the lead.
Oh, cool molly. Gonna flush out that close corner. Limits JT's MP9 positions. Heavy B start, 4-1 division of labor.
They were just run over in that first half, TYLOO, especially towards this B bomb site where you see a 4-man stack coming out from Cole. It just seemed too easy to waltz up short, to go through Monster, to either just have contact plays or set pieces. Now that one, hasn't landed. There are going to be some boo-boos with the util. And Mosey is going to use that to his advantage.
The angle he has doesn't spot Con, so they can cross through, but... oh, complexity. Okay, well, Jamyoung reveals his presence. 60 reacts by tucking back into B. They were just about to vacate the site entirely, but they are still much weaker on it than they once were. Previously 4, now just 1, with 60 taken down. Nice response from Grim, trying to get up short, but doesn't win out. Hang on, 5-7 had a chance with their low HP. JT gives it a go, but too many targets, too little time and ammunition. 5 alive. TYLOO have weathered the Force by Storm.
All right, well, Halzerk, as long as you hold on to the scout, there might be something to be excited about into the next. You go get a couple of tags, soften them up, allow the USPs a chance to finish off a couple of low HP members. But right now, that is going to be the scoreline 7-7. It's crazy looking at G's scoreline, 15-3.
Yeah, it looks like he's
there was like
right?
exits, he was saving so much.
Well, that's why stats don't tell the whole story. You know, we're reminded regularly.
Bikinis, right?
Yes, something about them. G, showing your cool movement skills. You're listening for the potential ninja. Is that what it is? Respect the diligence.
Well, they know it's Halzerk.
Yeah.
I know it's a scout. Just go B again, I suppose. Right, avoid long.
Do you know
avoid any early tags.
That
Go
JT
elsewhere.
smoke just reminded me of the mist monster smoke, but it reminded me of that whole extra like layer to B site. You know, people would have these lineups for late monster
Sure,
smoke
from all
tunnels,
different positions. Yeah.
flashes to push through it, etc. Throw in a nade break, you can have some more aggressive maneuvers opening up for that CT side.
I am just curious, right? Because if you do throw the monster smoke and it lands on the other side, right, the T side, it's easier for them to break and go through. Whereas if the smoke lands in the middle of the monster pipe, it's going to engulf more of it. And I don't know if the HE clear is actually going to disperse all of the smoke. Well, here's the scout.
Oh, a chance onto Mosier, you know.
Well, now you've identified it. You should be liberated towards A now. Spread your wings.
But you do run into this 5-7, small opportunity for Grim, but an opening kill for G.
So not a full W. There was definitely some diligence there as they swung around the corner.
I even like that little flashbang HE into long toilets just to ensure you had the advantage, and that's a quick one from Attacker.
All right, well handled so far.
Well, is that the 3-0 then?
It really should be. Hard to see them have any foot faults against the P250 Deagle and a Scout, considering all this utility and firepower they have to finish the round. So, over a minute left on the clock, just as they're able to peer in towards A in a moment's time. Mosey will be through the bathrooms. It's going to really come down to... Oh, okay, well, yeah. How's it? You're about to be run down, Chief. You don't even know how close they are.
Oh, missed opportunity. Couple of those from Halzerk's scout. JT, I like his positions. He's using what the 5-7 has, which is just the element of surprise. Pushing smokes, moving accuracy, doesn't get anything done. And, you know, they've done it very efficiently, Chad. I think 2 casualties over 3 rounds, and that was in the pistol.
Yeah, and this is going to be a massive boon. So it's not even a bonus, is it? Because they get to carry forward... I was going to say all of their rifles, most of their rifles will be a Galil drop available, or Mosier can buy himself an AK-47. It depends on is the AWP going to be part of the game plan early for this T side of TYLOO, and apparently not. Halzerk gets his out, will be lacking utility, but does have Kevlar. As far as the defuse kits are concerned, nothing for the CT side heading into this next round of play. So things can get out of control quickly for Cole. I have that felt like they had definitely in the palm of their hands, looking for revenge from the elimination back in Austin before the break began.
Halzerk, this is going to be a test for him.
Surely they smoke bathroom Molly Divider.
One would hope so. There's the
smoke.
smoke, and here comes the molly. All right, Halzerk, decision to be made.
Oh, it's too deep.
He elects to play in front of it. The spread puts him down to 50, but he'll fall away. Info onto the AWP's location and access to Con.
So you see they use that whole spur. It's not about...
Oh! That is a revolting spray. Double kill onto Cole's aggress.
That came from nowhere, didn't it? Well, JT uncleared, should be traded, and that should be the round.
Sometimes the kills come to you.
Yes.
I mean, that's crazy.
I didn't hate the maneuver, right? Because you've identified at least, I would say, 3 players when they've gone for that spurt. Because one of the keys is if everybody takes a look at... hold up a second. Ob's team highlighting another frag on the table right now for the jam of the young. Oh, Shadow, I guess.
Yeah, he's played that well. And Grim can't help. Okay, TYLOO, you got some legs now.
They're getting rinsed, aren't they? Okay, well, how quick it all turns around. It is going to have to be the partial now from Cole. But to the point I'm making, it's about owning key pieces of real estate. But because this isn't a standard 3-lane map,
yeah,
the way that you go about garnering said control is a little bit different.
So was that 2-man monster push a reaction to losing Divider?
It was, yes, but it's also con, right? Because not only are they're getting balloons,
yeah,
they're getting, I guess we can call it no man's land between Divider and con and full con control.
Yeah.
So that was and that's the rotation piece of the map. Here's the partial, long push. B pressure being felt already. It's just Mosier over here. Jam Young off the slide, jump spot, sees nothing, but has 2 around the corner.
They'll flash for him, will they? He's not even investigating, just cognizant its possibility. Oh, they are going to be tempted to push. G, intermittently holding. Jam Young, the same, just anticipating more CT aggression in this half investment.
I suppose it just depends on the timing of the push, because if it comes too late, then it's just going to be 60 and Nix over towards B.
They've gotten away with it.
And it is just going to be... here we go, the activation now. JT and Grim starting to leer forward. But it's not like they have any block utility. If this was a full gun round, they had a smoke or a molly they could drop right now, great. Otherwise, it's going to have to be with bullets, boys.
Yeah, but only 2 of them, 60 and Nix. They know that their strength will be in their numbers. But here's the clash. There's the flash. Nix, 60. Anything? Something. Just the one, though. B-site lost. And the bomb's going to get there safely. Oh, actually, Jam Young, he gets a bit of an awkward one because Halzerg's P2.
30 seconds.
Oh my god, he could have gotten more there. Look at the damage as well. Bomb picked up. Grim in a position to win the round. Oh, TYLOO, they're going to have red faces if they lose this one. It's good. Grim pulls it off. He doesn't know how. He doesn't know why. But he pulls it off, and Cole will disrupt the TYLOO run on this T side.
Okay, that's the first one that looks a little bit wonky for TYLOO on this T side of play, and that lineup comes from absolutely nowhere. It's Halzerg and Grim in contributions with the multi-kills to get this one. So it's the second one because he just keeps strafing, and I think at that point it's when Attacker just loses track of him. Goes to punch in the digits, not ready for it. Time against the low HP, swinging out to make sure it doesn't go down, and 60 lets out a roar.
It's a big win.
The CT side will make their mark.
Yeah, that single-handedly changes my expectation.
Well, especially because you pointed it out, but after the first 3 rounds of play, there was 3 kills in total. After the first 4 rounds of play, there was only 4 frags, and there they just wiped the board. So that was on a very light investment. This is the full buy. So they do get a bit of a padding of cash for a few of the members. It's going to be full rifles, everybody with the Silence M4s, the AK carried through for Grim, AWP for Halzerg.
Yeah, I can't help but wonder if that's going to kind of shake your confidence, or if you can just come back in, beat them with all their guns, all their util, and let them know that that was just one unforced error.
Oh, miss molly again.
Playground molly, yeah, it's not an easy one. Halzerg is going looking, but does have a timer on that aggression.
Okay, so straight through long. So there's always going to be a calling of bluff with this, because normally you're going to start together. You're not just going to start 1-1. If you're starting 3 towards A, then maybe you have someone long. But look at this. They are through. This is literally a walk in the park.
Yeah, no, literally. And that internal clock has to be ticking, right?
This is faster than the normal timer. Right, so they have to... Look, Grim is heading back to worry about it right now.
But that's what Mercury will hear if he plays it, misplays it. Okay, he's already on to the angle, crossing truck. And he wins it! Mercury, that's a big frag to post. Halzerg has you, though, covered. Oh. And it's a leg shot from the orb. The Halzerg special.
Well, still, man advantage. G, the walking wounded. What more can he get done? So noisy.
Not bad, though. He actually managed to have a go.
Very shallow.
Push and punish. And Jam Young. Ooh, Nix with the double dink. Always sounds extra spicy. Well handled, considering that walk in the park, as you highlighted, Mercury's opener. It's just that cross. I mean, it's such a powerful line for an AWPer who is still divided to cover your cross.
It feels real bad for TYLOO there because they called the bluff, they took the timing, they had the space, they get the opener, but it's not being able to get the job done. Halzerk too quick on the pivot. G good with the trade, but really, really well done from Cole. Great reaction times as that was around in the palm of their hands there, TYLOO, but money's still there for the buy. Not done just yet. Org for Grim. It's JT and Halzerk playing A. Okay, Grim's going to be over towards B, likely the rotator player for Sixy and Nyx.
Oh, interesting. Mercury exclusively providing that sound cue of the Extinguish.
This is a B-go.
It's a B-go, indeed. 5 of them here. Uzi, got to respect the short util. Oh, Nyx! Oh, it's chaotic in the pipe. He sticks around, tried to play ahead of the flashbang. Sixy, nothing. Absolutely zilch. Grim with an AUG does have that advantage of the scope for the fight with Jamyoung. Doesn't implement it, instead gets put on his ass. And just like that, just Angels death match from TYLOO into B. It's Mosier with 3 and it's 10 for TYLOO.
And Complexity even got the information quite early there. Their little gallivant over towards A from Halzerk and JT, it was too quiet. There wasn't the standard util. That B explosion came in quite quickly. They were rotating over, but there wasn't enough resistance. And you understand Nyx's idea. If I play in the pipe ahead of this flash, it's not going to cop me too bad. And you can see exactly how it pans out, right? He is ahead of it. And unfortunately, as he pivoted away, pivoted back in, they appeared on his screen, couldn't get the multi that was necessary.
Yeah, it's one of those where he probably gets 2 if the first bullet, from his crosshair placement is the first kill.
And now they're starting 4B. So right there, TYLOO have done some conditioning to show that, hey, we can just pop into this B site if we want. You better start a little bit stronger. But they're going to sit back. TYLOO are not in a rush in this round. This is just a default spread.
And I'm not sure if we have the time, but I have a curiosity about this con door being blown off by CT sides. It's forced out a smoke here from TYLOO. And the wall bangs, all of it's coming back to me now, Birchall. There's a big kind of battle for con control with layers.
If you can slow down the con control from the T's, as Nyx here, it would have been noted. And gets another. So good job from him from the top of the sandbag. Pinned in for now.
Yeah, should be Molotov'd out of position, but gets away with his life.
Yeah, if you can slow down the controller connector, you can slow down the default.
Yeah. Yeah, a couple of HEs making more difficult for G.
It is still a 3v5. Sure, number disadvantage. Money situation, take a look at the right-hand side of your screen. There's residual for quite a few members on TYLOO if they want to go for this and then still be able to buy into the next, but it will only be 1,400 loss bonus, so you're going to have to do some quick maths. 40 seconds remain. JT worried about this gap. Not a gap anymore. Plugged. Okay, well, this round is over. The bomb down over towards B. G is going to try and take the fight, but this is all looking very helpless now as we're about to tie things up 10-10. We don't take a bit of a breath, can't we? If you aren't watching what's going on the secondary stream, it is Game Allegiant versus VP. Game Allegiant yesterday 2-0 in Complexity. VP 2-0ing TYLOO in the opening round of Stage 1 here at IEM Cologne for 2025. The two of them now lock horns for a spot in Stage 2, joining the bigger names, Vitality, Mouse, Falcons, Spirit, Na'Vi, the household names.
Do you think there's legs to that conversation about how this is kind of this is a test for TYLOO that other players and other teams have had to go through? When you're on the rise, you win a tournament, perhaps not with all the big names in attendance, and then come to the next one, and you have that immediate kind of wake-up call of losing your first game, or, you know, having an underperformance straight after an overperformance. Is that something that you've, like a pattern you've recognized? Or
So the play-in field is the type of field that they just played against.
That's fair too.
And they went into that tournament with everybody just coming out of the break, and everybody are going to be at different starting points of new rosters. When did you start practice? How many weeks of boot camp did you have? Et cetera, et cetera. But they also went in with a lower pressure factor because Zoking had to stand in for G for the first 3 games. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, teams should be losing to them because of that, but if you're TYLOO, it's like, okay, well, we have nothing to lose in this scenario. Then G's there, and it's like, well, we're here anyway. We're already in the semi-final, boys. We may as well win this thing. And look, it's not that they didn't play good Counter-Strike. Jamyoung was out of this world, but the map pool change, I think, is probably the thing that's going to shake things up the most.
Right. Yes, and that's something where TYLOO have found themselves regularly in these first 2 days of play, overpass a mainstay.
If they could win this, that would be huge for the confidence.
You're right, you are right. And it is within their wheelhouse now. This is a very telling round. Grim were forward set up with JT. They've taken control around this fountain smoke, but you can see...
It is at connector right now.
That is an access point. Oh, JT caught and spotted by Jamyang. He's going to run him down. Nice opening kill for Cole. Attacker supposed to find the response, but Halzerk alert. Combat AWPing in that forward position by the staircase.
And this is trouble now for TYLOO. As mentioned, going into this round was 1,400 loss. Into the next only 1,900. It's a bad time to get broken.
Unless Sixy and Nyx lose their sight. Not going to happen. Good awareness on the walk-up of Mosier. Handled well. And a missed shot from G just seals the deal.
Another key piece of util that we can highlight there, something that Electronic in his Na'Vi days brought into Flavor. It would just be a funnel, right? He would sit in water, they would have a bit of contact taken, he would drop that smoke, and it would funnel them in from a T perspective, left-hand side of the pillar. Right? Obviously, with the HE dynamic now, that might be changing in the functionality. But either way, one thing does remain. TYLOO, very low on cash, have a hard choice to make. You take a save in a round like this, you're essentially giving over 12, or you force buy in, and it looks real rough. And it's real late. We're already out of spawn. Jamyang was getting his purchases in very, very late in the piece. A Scout, an AK, a Galil, a Tech-9, a Deagle, and light util. This is dire now.
And how's that going for the same play once more? JT supporting him, has the playground side. Oh, G's made a step, and Halzerk reveals his location. Held by JT. That's a powerful angle. He demonstrates why. A trade back from Attacker. The Rifles are going to have to do a lot of the heavy lifting in the absence of Jamyang and G.
But you see the difference? Like, TYLOO, sure, not a lot of utility, but they're bogged down. They can't even get out of staging areas, right? That's where you're meant to just be able to get into to throw your nades to be able to then take the basic map control. They're not letting you through. They're making it difficult. So sure, it's a 4v3, and there's a lot of time on the clock, but you don't have the weapons, you don't have the HP, and you definitely don't have the utility.
Okay, well, there's info on 2. Okay. AWP and M4 last seen toilets with 50 seconds left. The cogs start turning. How do we...
Look at this from Sixy.
Yeah, react, and you're going to run straight into your demise. Sixy's ready for you. Wasn't ready for Mosier.
Nyx has won this.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not something you're going to be clearing with.
Well, you know it's not B.
Time. And Halzerk's ready for your exit. Just as easy as that, the 12th delivered on a silver platter to Complexity in their map pick. Shoulder bait on the divider angle. Halzerk, you can tell he wants to take this duel, but knows to play it safe. Oh, the walk's worked out. Oh, he does manage to find the first of this clutch.
Might be able to get...
I don't know, Grim...
the bomb down.
On that dumpster angle.
No time now.
Yeah.
No chance.
5, 4, 3, no time. Attackers just let
not after time. Don't get him after time.
Oh, Mosier. Mosier. Oh, he's lost it after time. How much has he got?
900 bucks.
Well,
I don't think I don't even buy you an iPhone these days.
It's a very... No. You could probably get something else.
Yeah.
They got those black and white ones.
And look at the scoreline. 12 to 10,
Right.
both pistols. It really came unstuck when they lost to the partial.
Yeah. And the way in which they lost the partial is just, it's classic. It's a moving, strafing, P250, hard to track when you engage in your spray.
Yeah, the partial's meant to be the gimme.
Yeah. It has one complexity overpass. I mean, we are from the future, but...
It does feel over, doesn't it?
Looking at Mercury equipping himself with the bomb as Kevlar.
Yeah, classic in-game leader situation right there.
Yeah.
Ugh. It's ugly. Well, this is good for Cole. They got drubbed on Inferno yesterday to start off their campaign in Cologne. Begin to overpass. He's looking for any of the long boosts that could be in play. If anybody's over towards the... I would call it the flower pots, but there's no flowers there anymore.
Yeah.
It's just a weird fenced area.
I'm still trying to remember, like, how did we differentiate headshot and flowers, and which side was which? Like here, at the front of the side.
I think headshot we had is...
Headshot's the left one, or...?
Oh, either way.
I don't know, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I need to refresh my memory. Because there's no flowers on either of them now.
Yeah.
Bring back the flowers.
Well, they're going to give it a go. A last-ditched attempt of an A execute.
This flash could catch Halzerk. I'm actually holding out hope here, Chad. You flash the AWPer, and Mac 10 runs him down. You tag him. Where's that Back 10, running it in, needs some help now. They're accelerating into them. JT's already taken the first, but Attacker back, and an attempt. Grim is low, found now by the Mac 10. Attacker taking space. There is a chance to plant. It's Nyx on the flank. Safe plant from Mercury. Util for the retake. Jamyoung, though, ready to take aim. Jules doesn't immediately find lethality, and now it's falling apart. Mercury will save TYLOO with the retrade, and it puts it onto 6E. Feels like the time now ticking in TYLOO's favor. Perhaps a second chance to take this to overtime. Attacker gets the info, has the angle uncleared. TYLOO extend play. Attacker, the one to thank. 3 kills in that round. He's had a quiet one so far on overpass, but that's impact right there.
It didn't look like the trades were going to get there in time, were they? Right? It was a little bit too late on the swing, but then it came right in the nick of time. And then the same to be said on Grim, who's trying to get away back in towards the site, gets bowled over. And that was 2 bad buys from TYLOO in back-to-back rounds, and they're able to pull this one off. They get the staging area they're looking for. The execute comes in. There's Attacker finding some success. Nice shot here from Nyx Shaw, but disconnected from 6E, who's gone looking elsewhere. And now it's pressure on the complexity buy for the final round of regulation. 2 MP9s.
Yeah, they lost to P250s, though. Could definitely happen against these agile MP9s. Holding this angle. Oh, overwhelmed. And just like that, they collapse. That's the power of intention. CTs, they knew what they wanted to do and immediately rustle TYLOO's jimmies. Attacker takes their place, gets spotted out, though, loses his element of surprise. Mitha locked in as he wants to see his boy convert their map pick without any of that overtime. Okay, audio heard. 2 re-clearing short.
Another monster smoke to be deployed. That's going to stall things out right now. It's not really an invitation for Jamyoung to start waltzing on through. They're going to have to wait the better part of 20 seconds before they can let this one rip, or will they? As Util lobbed out from Mercury. Attacker starting to live forward.
Small opportunity for him there.
Coming in.
Yep, Jamyoung making a move. Trying to accelerate as Attacker pulls defenders away. Quick pivot to short for Cole. Smoke towards the site. Still ramp occupied as well towards water. Big Jewel wins it. Now it's up to JT, and he fumbles too. Oh, hang on. Hang on. TYLOO, is OT really a conversation? Mercury up to bat. 1v2 Halzerk and Grim.
Knows where one of the 2 is. That's it. So taking his time right now might just go down. If he peers into Monster, they'll both be there.
Oh, it's not what he's ready for. Too many targets! Halzerk, he'll convert. Complexity, sweat off the brow though. TYLOO, both pistols, 13-11. Every single round required for Cole to win their map.
Oh, this one going the distance, but one of these 2...
Boys, this could be the last map. This could be the last map TYLOO playing Cologne. They just had a high-flying performance over in Belgrade, now sinking rather rapidly into Cologne. Complexity and TYLOO, shortcomings day 1. One of them, it ends day 2, and will be in last place of IEM Cologne. It's stage 1. This is supposed to be where we separate the wheat from the chaff. Never used that expression, not even sure if I used it correctly, but let's get this one started.
Complexity lost this yesterday. They picked it against Gamer Legion. They got drubbed on it, but they started on the T side. TYLOO also losing it yesterday. And it all went wrong with a poor CT side anti-force. Let's see if they're able to have a strong T side. Attacker and Jamyoung and Banana. Mercury to help set them up for the map control. G and Mosier in second mid with the bomb on their back. It's a 3-man B defense from Complexity. Currently in the wrong place. 6E and Grim. As Grim starts to push.
Yeah, I like the kind of pair of Julies responsible for wraps up close, and then they stack the USPs in a flash on towards B. That's what Grim wanted to find out, is their bodies in second mid, and he does spot them out. 6E hasn't called for backup, though.
It's just this smoke to work with. 60...
Oh, he gets away with it. He gets away with a little, not a lot. Jamyoung puts him down and wrapping long side. Grim alone on the site. Oh, and he's been heard. Okay, what can you do, Grim? We need something, not nothing. G, make sure TYLOO get the site, and I can't help but feel that the round is essentially over. A single flash, perhaps, could change the dialogue.
And Mercury is still over towards apps, so if they do try and come... They are coming through apps. Okay, well, he's pivoted away. Should be aware it's a problem, but the bomb is already a third of the way gone. Now he's jiggling. This is going to get even harder. JT with the flash at the ready. And now that he's noted this, you'd think it's done. Hold on to your... I was going to say Kevlar gentleman, but I believe there's only one gentleman who has the Kevlar at all, and that's going to be Nyx. Halzerk and JT Could have a little bit of a look as they're evacuating. Boys, you don't have a kit. You don't have a chance. You don't have a hope in the world as Hausuk is going to go down with the ship. Now they all do. Nix could have really used the Kevlar.
That would have been nice.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think we have, because normally we turn to Twitch chat, I understand it's a serious game, but normally we turn to Twitch chat for translators. Do you think we have anyone speaking Mandarin in Twitch chat?
Do you think we're like close to having
100%.
live AI translation?
100%.
Where essentially it would just be like optional button the production boys could put on that would give us like the immediate subtitles. That's probably coming in
We'll
our
have
future.
to build the AI ourselves.
Yeah, that's fine. I could train a language model. It would only take me like 6 minutes, 7 minutes probably.
Perfect.
That's a good flash. My goodness.
Good info there, though. Jamyoung's going to at least spot 2 more. Massive nade onto Hounser as they try and track them back down Banana.
I'm worried for him. He's got an awful lot of work to do, and he started early. Mosier loses his head to the Desert Eagle. Perfect pre-game for the first, but not quite the second. Instead, it finds its bullet landing in the ribcage of Mercury, and they'll get in scot-free. Who is Scott, and why is he free?
Well, JT with this M4 is going to have a little bit of a look. So they're pinned in right now, Sight and Pit. They know they've got them boxed. And it looks like that's going to be that. They're still hovering around. Smoke's faded now, but I guess they're just trying to do some damage on the way out the door, see if they can capitalize on the new economy. Definitely don't lose the M4, excuse me. G's about to be a dead man. Oh, that's adjustment from G. Hausuk down. JT tucks tail. 60 hangs around to see if he can get any kills with the MAC-10. That'll be that. Okay. Taking care of business. 2-0 for TYLOO. Hasn't been a problem with good starts.
No. Good finishes. Eluding them.
Couldn't be worse than FlyQuest against Fury yesterday. Fallen, literally, we got a little com listen in saying they have bad finishes. FlyQuest playing later today against Bait, the young Ukrainians, MPO Headtrick, Ascenthiel, Kenzizor, and Alex666 will be taken to the server. One of those 2 teams will be eliminated.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if FlyQuest have got like immediate legs or if it is going to be a short trip to Cologne for the Australian and New Zealand squad. The
problem is they need immediate legs. That's the qualm.
Yes.
Boost over for this M4. Can JT find anything?
Great idea, and it has resulted in Mercury with nothing to work with. A dink comes through. JT, nice awareness on the spam, making good use of his M4. However, you can see the knee-jerk reaction. They feel compelled to just finish B. Mosey's going to park towards the bedroom lurking. Oh, dreamy. That is absolutely dreamy from Mosier. Well, a kind of loud dismount telegraphed in that, but pushing into B now. Ruins and Coffins and CT smoked. 60 long range, MAC-10 new box, and he's still alive.
Still tough.
Yeah, how is he making this so difficult? That nade makes life very painful. 5-7, just spamming and hoping. The spray and pray strategy.
All right, well, safe plant on the back of the fountain there.
Bomb has been planted.
Again, JT with this M4. Going to play for the future rounds. So they back off again, just worrying about any potential lurks. See if they can get Hausuk out there to scoop up something a little bit tidier, but this was the timing right on the jiggle. Well, catches an awful lot there, peers out. Unable to find the second, but gets to keep his life, so impact. Job done, 3-0. But it's all going to be about these rifle rounds, and at what point can Complexity try and grab a stranglehold back? Now, there's an AK that's been dropped towards middle. Hausuk's actually not pivoted over to try and pick that one up. JT, however, got keen eyes on that one, probably thinking, hey, Chief, get over here, we've got a gun for you. Gonna throw it his way, and there you go. Okay, that's the best of a bad situation, considering the circumstances. Hausuk's AWP donned immediately. No,
Hither is intense, bro.
Yeah, he is.
He is intense. I mean, it is actually, you know, a real interest of mine just to see if there is going to be some sort of correlation between a coaching change. Such a long-standing presence in the back of the Complexity ranks in TC.
Well, this is just a temporary one as far as I'm aware.
It is? Okay. A placeholder.
Yes, if you do well, maybe it changes, but...
Right.
Well,
this is a
busy
lot
Banana.
of space. What a luxury for the CT side to be able to call full banana yours, re-smoking deep.
I thought there might have been an immediate reaction just because of the positions that TYLOO had over towards A, a few extra bodies. You know, normally if you're fighting for banana control, you want to have 2 to 3 players there, 1 throwing utility, 2 ready to fight. But I guess they're just waiting this out, and understandably so. 1:10 on the clock, and take a look at the left-hand side of your screen. Very, very limited nades currently in the hands.
I love that Grim's been left an extra smoke. Like, I really love that from JT. Because so long as he doesn't get one tapped on his jump spot, he should be able to block them for like 30 seconds here. He's just going to keep jump spotting. That's the flash he's waiting for. He throws his own, falls back, grabs the smoke, and then if he throws that as close to 30 as possible, B's on lock. The solo hold.
Slipped up mid. Halzok's not aware.
Oh, he's so blind. Still gets it just as his vision's restored.
Still a chance for Mercury, though. Might hear this rotation.
4 on A. He starts to worm towards the A side. Late finish here from TYLOO into the stack.
They're rotating away. Yeah.
Starting to leave. This is impeccable. It's just Nyx. He's got the whole world in his hands now. An awful lot of work to do. One man versus an army up short. And he's done very well. Delays, gets the first onto G, and now enables JT to tuck sight. And now he delivers as well. Complexity for their first CT round, and it is convincing. If Nyx doesn't get that frag, a very different round.
Yeah, right there was an example of misinformation or bad information, right? Because as the smoke faded, JT and Trash steps out, calls top mid clear. It's like, well, if nobody's top mid now, it's going to have to be that BXQ behind the smoke. Mercury tucks into apartments. It felt like the right call. The rotation wasn't there. They're just unable to connect the dots. So very well done from Nyx to defend his honor.
Yeah, and that's one of those ones where if he plays too scared, he just gets run over, right? Yeah. He had to stay active, and he did very well. But you can see just how constant, like, CT side, they had so many different, like, setups there. Like, in one round, there was like, well, Grim's going to be solo, then JT comes back, JT starts to leave again. Lots of moving pieces, and Attacker swallows that deep HE. Ooh, he's got another one where that came from.
This is one of the problems, I think, for Complexity is the tail end of their previous season ended without Halzok in the server. And I think Halzok is a very good AWPer, right? I think that he is probably overqualified to be in Cole. And with him not playing and Junior in, right, it's more about the lack of Halzok, not the fact that Junior's not good enough. It's just not as good as Halzok.
Ooh, an uncharacteristic miss, despite being quite a hard shot to hit.
Already long pressure, boys.
Yeah, long is a problem. Nyx not acting like that is a threat. Now he is. Set up. Is it solid? Can they hold? Back and forth. TYLOO breaking through. T-side, they're getting in. Mosia's done very well, but that's the kill. That's the one from Jamyoung that seals the deal. A very late arrival of JT. The damage done, and the round likely won.
JT doing his best G impression from Overpass on the CT side, but not saving an AWP this time. It's going to be the AK-47 in his hands, so yet to die.
Jamyoung and Mosia, though, those are the characters you're going to want to see stepping up in the fragging department. Interesting
as well that Rap took so long because they were there rapid.
Yeah.
And then it looked like they maybe had waited a moment too long, but turns out it was perfectly timed. So Mosia, Jamyoung, and Attacker evacuating the site. Now looking for a safe zone of exit through the library towards CT spawn to make sure they retain their guns, but an immediate response after a round loss. And there you have it.
Terrorists win.
So you can tell there that Complexity's expectation of the situation was not going to be a wrap, it was going to be a B play. And it's starting to get loud in the LAN hall again. We'll have the second set of teams starting to enter the building very shortly for the next set of matches coming, as well as VP and Gamer Legion taking to their seats to get map 2 underway. First map of that series was Dust 2, second is Ancient. Winner does qualify for stage 2. Guns again, Jamyoung for the banana control. Halzok and Nyx on A this time round as Jamyoung already up towards the half wall. Flashing for the fight, nade. Down the back pocket of Jamyoung, very, very low.
Ooh, Jamyoung braves it, gets rewarded for it. Thinking Grim's spam would have removed Jamyoung's position instead. It results in an opening kill. Sexy forced to acknowledge the gap.
Look at this. Halzok might be able to take down Mosia when he pokes up his head.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Nearly gave him the Zoking treatment.
Wow, so much information right now. They know it's going to be B, but they have to stop him.
Yeah, and all you've got is a missed incendiary. Throws it out. 60 under so much scrutiny. They've already got wrapped. They're going ruins. Two of you on the site, but now this is the fight. 60, what have you got? Attack around in the corner. Opens it up and shuts it down, does Jam Young.
Save again.
Just like that.
Nix was considering going up for a glance, but it's just been called off, so starting to backpedal now. Lost bonus will be 2,900 into the next round, which does put them in buy territory, especially with the AWP retained, or if they do, because the hunting party is out and about. They've already started to liberate themselves from the sites, TYLOO, and really well done, right? That's the Fnatic of old. Do a smoke front sight, deep CT, wrap through ruins, gives you some angles to deal with, as well as stifling the rotations. So very, very well done.
It's a horrible feeling when you have doubled up on site and suddenly you're realizing, oh, they're going to shoot me. Ruins, pool, all of it at the same time. Really loses its potency.
But isn't that crazy, right? Because if they go for a standard B execute and you play one CT, one site, then you're completely strung out from each other.
Yep.
You want to play both site with the rotation there to be able to flash, or someone to be able to flash through a CT smoke at a bare minimum. So with that 2,900 coming through, a timeout will be taken, a conversation will be had. If we take a look right now, Halzerk could drop an M4. You could buy yourself if you're JT. 60 as well. Actually, they could drop 2 M4s. So right now, 60 can buy himself with nades. Halzerk and Nix could both drop M4s, and they got a full rifle round again. So you're all good. You know dramas with the buy. Or maybe not no dramas, but
Some. Minor.
a few dramas. They've got kids, they've got head armor, they've got nades, just maybe lacking a smoke on that of Halzerk. They're feeling like they're in that pit of despair again. Yesterday, Complexity suffering a hiding on this very map.
Yeah, both teams kind of picking the map that was the most anguished for their opponent.
Just unfortunately for TYLOO, they lost both of these maps in the series yesterday. So.
Yeah. Halzerk demonstrating his willingness to fight. Takes a couple of pot shots towards Banana, shows the AWP's presence. And it's a mind game now. This is actually interesting to me that he's made it really clear the AWP's B, and then they elect to leave him there. It's like this kind of double fake, double pump. 4A. That's the amount of faith Cole have in their AWPer.
And he's tucked all the way back into what's emo right now.
Is this one of those ones that if they were to exec and he gets nothing, they just four-man save it?
Yeah, Mercury's doing a very good job of kind of either reading the stacks or just changing the flow of how these rounds want to be called. I wouldn't expect them to go for the same type of execute. Right now, I'd expect a bit more of a default execute, but let's see. And it's quick. It's going to be rapid. Not going to take too long with this. There's no block smoke. There's an incendiary, sure. Grim's on the way. 60 hedging over.
Oh, look at the options Halzerk has. It's Fountain. Flashbangs in. He gets one shot. No, not even that. Perfect layering of flashes. Okay, well, Grim got to ruins, but is the conversation going to continue? Perhaps if you hit that final few bullets on the smoke spam, you might have had a look, but...
The problem right now is Cole are not ever in the right place to deal with these executes. So you can't sit there and go, damn, we were close. It's like, well, we're being out-called right now.
Yeah.
And that's a tough one because what tends to happen in this scenario is you're thinking, man, I'm not even getting a chance to fight for these rounds. So what do? You want to insert some aggression, but it's Inferno. Your options are, let's go for a full banana control where we throw everything in the kitchen sink. They sit back T-stairs. They let you have it. They take boiler and holes while you're doing that. And it's like, well, we don't have any nades anymore.
Yeah.
You do a deep mid-smoke. You run down behind it. Or they can also sit on their haunches. If they are going to address the fact that aggression could be up next, then TYLOO might just be ready for it. 6-1. Great start. And this one feels a little bit different to how the other maps for TYLOO through Cologne have kicked off. Normally, it's strong start, simmers out. This just feels like it's full steam ahead for the TYLOO Express.
Yeah, and I mean, just a distinct lack of, like, chances for Cole, the way you've framed it. I mean, looking at the round recap as well, it's just saves on saves.
At least just say threatening with buys.
Yeah.
Silver lining.
Sure.
And all that jazz.
But to be 7 rounds deep and, like, most people have got, like, 3 deaths on complexity.
Well, I imagine at this point the bar changes. All right, boys, if we can walk away with 4... Like, 6-6 is still on the table.
Yeah, you're right.
But if we can walk away with 4 rounds, all right, we win the pistol, we're back in it.
Yeah.
And that's That's what felt like was happening on Overpass for TYLOO, right? They were down at the half. They were able to win the pistol. They were even able to put themselves in a winning spot. Just losing to a couple of lighter upgrades is what did end up costing them.
Okay, this is a very, very important round for Complexity to show that they've got some teeth on Inferno.
Doing a 4A start again. Maybe aggression. Maybe they run down mid up behind the AWP. There's the deep mid smoke. Yeah, here you go. I told you.
You're right. However, there's 3 here. G's even posted with the AWP. Nice headshot from Attacker. Quick, but JT quicker. Swings into Mercury second mid. Evades the smoke break. It's Mosier versus 60. Was that a sound cue given away? And G's patience rewarded from that bridge position. Plucks the player out of bedroom. And look at the gap that's forming. It's Grim. Knife out trying to tend to the potential. And abs, but instead it's Mosier's precision. Instantaneous deletion of the rotating Grim.
Well, Nyx is going to push down Banana and might be able to catch a timing if he does.
Ooh.
Audibles.
Yeah,
Audibles.
Heard. Very, very heard. Very easy for Jam Young. JT started this with a double kill on his aggress, and now he's alone.
Give us a JT clutch.
Yeah, he's due one. He always has these impact swing rounds.
1v3.
Ace clutch.
That'd be beautiful. We'll take that.
Go on, then. So far, as you've highlighted, Mercury's been kind of making sure his boys finish in the right spot. This, however, does seem like potentially an A finish.
If they have good space, yeah, exactly. If they have clumsy spacing, he can get a multi-kill. But 3's a tall ask.
Okay, he's
just go B.
And we're off.
Well, he can actually beat them there. He'll beat them, Alex, and he has an incendiary. Oh, actually, no, he's not going to. Oh, it's going to be damn close.
It is.
It's damn close.
It is right down to the wire. There's no smoke for CT. Jam Young's trying to get across. They have a flashbang. That's all they've got, but is it enough? Yep, it is. Just across Jam Young. Enables the plant. He's so threatening, is JT. Molly ruins. That's the last of their nades as well. He throws out his final flash. Jam Young tucks dark.
Nade could do it.
It certainly could. 47. Oh, bang on. Full damage. JT in the ace clutch territory. Just G. Left standing. Logic dictates he's somewhere doubling up dark, perhaps, but now Banana. That's the conclusion JT's working with. But ahead of the defuse, G peeks out, not playing scared. Doesn't give JT a chance to even fake it out. Valiant attempt from the captain of Cole.
And now you've just tried to dictate the flow. You get multiple kills from your in-game leader pushing to second mid, and you still can't stick the landing. You had opportunities, you had timings, you got dinks, you didn't convert those frags. Here it is again, the immediate trade onto attacker. The double up is beautiful. But look, this was a tall ask of JT. The fact that he doesn't win the round, no harm, no foul. I think the fact he was even in the round, it was all up to him. But the kills come through, the loss bonus is there.
That is Jam Young's opening. Grim is getting the short end of the stick here. JT's nade trades, caught with his pants around his ankles as he rifles through for more. More and more of this. It's the same round over and over. Everyone peeking in. Here's more. 60 swings in. G goes down. It's a 2v1 early doors. Very early doors.
And they have absolutely no idea where Mosier is. The thing right now is both Nyx and Hauser will be playing 2 1v1s, right? At this point. I understand there's only one player alive, but you're playing for yourself.
He's not even considering it yet.
Exactly, because how the hell, with 1:07 on the clock, is he undetected right behind me?
Mosier. How's Halzak get to right?
The bomb's on this side of the smoke. Thank you very much.
He's actually smoked by Halzak.
So you're not going to be expecting him to come through Banana. Nyx can just waltz through it.
This is madness. Look at how close this is going to come. Trying to cross. Oh! Did Nyx spot him? Yeah, I think he did. I think he spotted his tail.
He's away.
He's acting like he knew. Now he does! Oh, Mosier's chance squandered. Okay, well, JT and Nyx have both had a go. Nyx successful.
And yeah, the switch has been hit for Cole. It happened in the FlyQuest Furia game yesterday on Dust 2 at one point with their CT side was, and when I boil it down, it's let's just fight them. Yeah. But there's a recipe to the let's just. It's not just run and hold W. There's setups. But what they're saying is, hey, let's not try and play smoke molly defense. Let's just, when we know they're there, let's fight together. Let's trade off each other. Let's have good spacing. Because so far the traditional game plan hasn't been working, and we need to dictate the tone of these rounds. So that's the common thread in the last 2 for Cole. Can they do it again? Still 5 available. Well, this round settled in. Halzerk, all the information in Banana does free up the rotation. Traditionally, complexity, the stacks have been in the wrong place. If it is an A finish, and now they will have more than enough bodies to deal with this.
Here comes the wrap. The flash is nicely positioned. It caught the two of them. Nixon, well, 60's gone. Mercury into the site. Nix tracking the drop. Good work from him, but running out of ammo. Supported by his teammates. JT Nix survive, repel the invaders, and pick up the third. Yeah, the switch has been flicked, Chad. Sure, 6 not available, but 5 certainly is. 2 more from Cole. And they've actually managed to recover the reality check for TYLOO.
And it's good, the fight back. You know, they could have gone for the fight back and it didn't stick the landing, right? The fact that they lost the 1v1 to G, the JT round, is like, oh no. Like, even though we are trying to dictate the turn, even though our in-game leader's having heroic moments, we still can't win. But now you're feeling like you're back in it. It's going to force a tactical timeout, the first so far for TYLOO on their map choice. And this is really the first time they felt under any pressure.
Oh, those flashes were relentless from the CTs.
The reason you want to take it at this time as well is 2,400 loss going into the final round of the half. So as far as the buyers are concerned, unless you get the bomb down, it will look a little bit shakier for quite a few of the members. So this one is the difference between 7-5 or 9-3. Asterix, of course, 8-4 is still available, but just considering the buy circumstances, I feel like I have to just have like a disclaimer written there. It's like, well, he said it was going to be one of these two, but it was the third option.
Yeah, well, that's the nuance of Counter-Strike economy. And that's why I'm grateful you're here.
I'm going to love watching more and more of the new team reward, the new mechanic introduced, because it does feel like so far, especially with the saves, the CTs have even more with their, saves into rifle drops.
Oh, on. Hello, Nix had a go. Pays a very small price in the grand scheme of things to try and disrupt the default. That's a nice amount of damage at HE, and look at the angle from JT. If he gets away, I don't believe it. That is an incredible haul from JT. Attacker trying to punish, loses his head as well. Just taking matters into his own hands right now. His fraggers ain't fragging, so the captain steps up.
Nosy G and Mercury kind of scratch their head for a moment. They still have plenty of time to work with, plenty of util to find the finish, but the territory, that's the part that's in question. So they will be wary of top banana. They have to worry about sandbag. Is Halzerk's AWP lurking around the corner? And the correct answer to that is yes. Highlighted here by our obs team, Rushley Ranger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And J-Raz on the numbers. Halzerk is about to have traction, but he's got support this time round.
Reaction speed test for Halzerk. Flash pulled by his teammate and actually elects to block. Okay, well that's awkward for TYLOO already. Do they have the HE to break? I don't see it. You're running through a smoke. You're executing flash and go. It's pretty good. Grim limited in the open. Mosier takes him down. Halzerk trying to be the hero around the edge of the smoke, and he hits the first. The P2's good. That is horrible. TYLOO doing everything right, but they can't find Halzerk. Just as easy as that. The star sniper, missing in Complexity's major venture, comes back with a bang and arrives for Cole when they need him most.
It looked like dropping the smoke made matters more awkward because it meant that they could like pop in and Halzerk was out of the play, but he makes up for it, obviously using his util to their advantage. And here's that final purchase for TYLOO before the halftime break, and you can just see the limited options in terms of the buy. You have to find the perfect balance between firepower and utility, especially on a map like Inferno.
I think Jason's going to be really enjoying this. Just there's more P250 than he normally gets, and he is a big P250 abuser. As is Halzerk, man after his own heart, Mr. O'Toole.
Mercury with the final round again. He's just gone, I'll go no armor, I've got a Glock, and I've got nades. I am a peon on the board.
Yeah, well, it hasn't been going great for him this half.
He really is just Sanji's biggest fan.
Damn. Okay, well, Jam Young's gone, but so JT Cooks. Oh,
right, here's the T-Stair player as well.
He's licking his lips. See you later very much, but not the second. Actually, he elected not to kill G with armored AK. He killed the unarmored Glock.
Yeah, how are you meant to know Mercury literally has a Glock, no head armor, and just nades? Otherwise,
he saved his team.
You definitely take that other fight. So 3v3.
Okay, this is weird now. So you park attacker and you actually are going to finish B. Mosier and G are on the way. Oh, you know what? Halzak, yep, he's reaggressing. He's overlooked the potential for Attacker to have crossed during that smoke. Oh, it's going to be a jump scare for G, though. Oh, missed shot from the AWP. He still could have taken one. Now it's 60, then needs to take 3. First one is free. Attacker down, Mosier trades.
Miles away right now for Grim on the rotation. Bomb could get planted, then they can set up this post plant. They don't know where he is. Is he close? Is he already in ruins? Is he towards CT? They opt for the back of the site. G towards Emo, Mosier towards the new box.
Can't argue with that. I like that Mosier is kind of playing active, holding for the smoke walk, just trying to get that info safely.
Now it's about how Grim uses the U-tool. Molly towards new box. Will flush out one. Do they both swing?
They certainly do, and they hit their shots too. TYLOO not going down without a fight. They are on elimination stations, and they are fighting tooth and nail to take it the distance.
8-4, of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, a wise man once said that with an 8-4 half, you can still turn it around with the pistol. His name was Chad Sponge Birchall about 22 minutes ago. Does he still believe it, though? Do you still believe? Are you eating or drinking? I think you drink it. You drinking your own Kool-Aid?
I haven't drunk my own Kool-Aid in years, to be honest. Right now, here's the problem.
Go on.
There's yet to be a pistol 1 for complexity in this series, if I remember rightly.
But this one is compulsory, so let's go. TYLOO, a chance to take us to a third map in this survival series. Just the second day of play at IEM Cologne 2025. Half-wall aggression coming. Flash cocked. I feel like Mosier is due a multi-kill. It's all about the timing of that flash, and he hits the first. Now the flash is thrown. They're all doing the dance, but Halzerk was anti. An important one from the Norwegian. Put down 6-y. Jamyoung traded by Nyx. Mercury, that was his chance to isolate that first. Taps at the head, but misses out. Now bomb likely to go down. Mercury duking it out with Halzerk on that fountain. Swings in, puts him on half health. Second kill from Halzerk. Continues to rain hell into the TYLOO ranks. And Cole's first pistol has come by the hands of Nyx and Halzerk with 2 apiece.
I like who's playing the smoke as well. The desperation from Mercury, understandable, because the smoke's going to land. It'll channel them back to CT. Attacker's about to be a dead man in about 3, 2, 1. That one is done. As a round of applause there from Mytha, because the first pistol round of the series have been converted by Cole. That keeps this alive for the 2-0. And yeah, TYLOO, it is going to be a real bitter pill to swallow. I do believe, if I was reading the news rightly, they pulled out of Bounty, which would have been their next event.
Interesting. What? That's new news? New news?
Yeah, it was either yesterday or on the media day that I think that came out.
Okay, I missed
Just
that.
double checking.
Did they cite reasons?
No, they didn't.
Okay. Well, we've got ourselves an important one. Second round investment from the CT side. In the absence of a pistol, you'll take a second round force by win. Not going to come easy, though. Top mid smoked. Arch side 2. JT up top. Banana asking questions of Jamyoung. He's been given additional smokes, but look at JT. He's calling the bluff. He's getting answers for his boys, and now he's got the whole B site open. Love the proactivity from JT. He called Jamyoung's bluff immediately.
What I will say for TYLOO is, because you have foregone the site so quickly, make sure that you retain the lion's share of these pistols, and that means likely having to deal with Nyx, who is on the cusp of being able to either give away that Galil or get a couple of kills. But yeah, try and hold on to these goods to give yourself something to go in with the next. And yeah, I've just had a look. So it's OG replacing TYLOO at Blast Bounty. Could be visas.
Yeah.
Could also be because they perform so well at Fisher. Right, they can be a little bit more selective with their event choices, and Bounty does begin its tournament online.
Because your primary goal in every season is to accrue enough VRS ranking points to ensure you're going to the major. I just called it VRS ranking points.
That's all right.
But okay.
Yeah. Cool. Valve regional standings.
Regional standings ranking points. It would technically be a sentence.
Yeah. And they held on to
1
of 4.
Not ideal.
Not the odds we're looking for, as the smiles on the faces from Cole, I believe, are starting to tell the story.
Dude, I mean, considering how they've recovered that first half and now into the second, it's going to be very quickly feeling like dire straits. It was what? 3 of the last 4 rounds Complexity managed to turn around in that first half. Their T side coming online late, but enough to be competitive in this second map, despite TYLOO's strong starts.
Yeah, look, again, it came down to them having to dictate the tone on the CT side. Ouch! Nice shot. So they were being read, and they were stacking the incorrect sites. So the fact that they were able to force their way in, it was kind of a captain's performance. I think that inspired the rest of the troops. Little bit spotted over the smoke, but it's just the USP.
Finish him! Mercury with 2. USP headshot. What is going on? Oh dear! Just when it starts looking like it's all smiles and complexity, TYLOO pick up an eco.
It felt like that should have just been a distraction, and that's exactly what that was. Enough to open the doorway for the swing. The 5-7 comes through, and gee, it's like he's just had a tub of ice cream. The guy can't quite believe it. All these Christmases coming at once. And you go back to Overpass. There was a pivotal round. There it is. That's the save 5-7. Snapping Turtle gets 2, and Moses double dastardly digs to open and close. That gets them fired up. Cole won a cheeky one. Remember, it was the Grim 1v2 on Overpass. Yes. Well, TYLOO's was flawless. All 5 staying alive. Their pistol's packing a punch.
Oh, JT's dead early. He's the one at the top of the scoreboard. Not ideal off the back of an eco loss. Suddenly you're hamstrung. Left wanting. Mercury, very forward position here. How does he react to the smoke? He'll throw out the incendiary to delay. I think he's just trying to make sure attention's drawn his side as opposed to G on boost, but never mind. He's actually audible on the dismount. Nyx relays that. Attacker in the pit with a Mag-10. Not the weapon for this kind of fight. A head-to-head with an A-gate.
His nades will do the job, and then he can pivot. But right now, Mercury might get caught in the reload.
Oh, easy for 6E. An underhand flash attempt from Mercury.
Oh, Nix, what's your timing right now? Might be able to catch them going through porch. You hearing this?
Yeah. Mosier going to try and synchronize, trying to rack them up, and in combination, they take down 2. Nick slipping out, though. Opportunity. Mosier, where are you?
Okay. A little bit slow from Nix there. Attacker is the pick guy, and he got to kill porch side. So Penny dropped a little bit slowly with nameplate Counter-Strike as Hauser looks to just save. And we can take a breather, as is going to be the next 20 or so seconds.
What have we got to look forward to later on in the day? FlyQuest are playing. You've already told us that.
That's going to be on the secondary stream. You and I will be covering 3D Max versus NIP. Very happy to see Snappy back in the server. And what I think is the delight of the day, FaZe versus Liquid for a spot in the next stage of play.
Yeah, that just name value is stacked to the roof.
Harry and Hugo will be bringing you all of that action.
I mean, I'm impressed by the NIP result versus Heroic.
Oh, yeah, but this is the thing. Yanko used Tommy Lopez's favorite framing, you know, the Super Bowl, right? It's the Super Bowl for NIP because they're finally back on our screens. They pieced together a roster at the start of the year. They've had to work very, very hard. They even made another change out of the break. They got rid of Aris Dos. They brought in Kaspersky. We saw him before in NIP Academy. It was just on Ensign.
Oh, that's gone wrong. That's gone wrong. You can see the Listerine face there from Mercury. He's put an M4 in bedroom to be retrieved and conceded an opening death.
Come on now, boys. Not one of these.
Yeah, he's silently boosting into the apartments. TYLOO's hard work in that previous economical conversion would be wiped clean if Col can find one of their own. G versus this AK of Halzerk, and now he gets the info, but spotted out attacker punishes him. Krim retrieves. Looks like they've handled it here. Not too much to be scared of now.
Abs has to play.
And play they shall, straight into the hands of G. 6E trades out, drops into that pit, and now attacker, his position is noted, just 2. Oh, he actually hit their head. What an immediate adjustment onto Grim. So TYLOO, it's a bit costly, it's a bit dangerous, but it's 2 AK-47s brought through and an 11th round. Okay.
You take a look at their pockets, it's not going to be any issues. The attacker and G both had about 10k to their name, so can full buy. G even brings up the AWP. Unfortunately for Cole, and mainly Halzerk, who saved that AK, he is going to have to bring in a Tech 9. So score 11-6. Looks like another blowout on the agenda for Cole as far as Inferno and their campaign in Cologne is concerned. 3 AKs, Galil, Tech 9. It's going to fully strap TYLOO. The Chinese going to push this one the distance by the looks of things. Yeah, odds on top of the screen reflecting exactly that. They want to fight for this banana control, don't they? JT flashed off. And they're down.
Oh, good work from JT. Pays a heavy price from the HE, but still. Moving Jamyoung. And hoping to catch G on his re-clear. Boost on that Log's position. G's having absolutely none of it. In fact, a gamble taking shape from TYLOO here.
I think with the advantage you have with the scoreline, I don't mind this call. But you have to be active, as Halzerk and JT are over towards B right now. You have to sweep in and clear mid, do something with this stack. It was way too quiet over towards the other side of the map.
Here comes the mid push. And they actually might beat them both. Okay, bomb lost on A. Halzerk and JT hoping Nix cooks, gets nothing. Good work from Mercury, a little crouching under the line of sight. Takes down the Apps Lurk, and now you're on B without the bomb.
Yep, you're marooned. How do you get back into this one? There's 30 seconds on the clock. You're on the wrong side. You've got Rifle Shore, and they're going to condemn themselves to what'll be another save. So everybody can sit back, relax, and we can take another breather.
See, that's the kind of thing that anyone can do in their games. If you're playing with your 4 mates, right? Like, as in the logic there,
yes.
It's not like super hard to understand what they've done there. And look how effective it was. Okay, we've lost the early kill. How do we react? We go and ensure that one half of the map is under our control. You might win the round.
It's great, though, that they are in the winning position and they made that call. That's probably the part that you need to identify. You can't do that in every scenario, but you can do it. Oh, they missed their high five. So yeah, and G will give it another go.
That was more graceful.
Yeah, less energy used on the second time round.
We're talking about Mercury here, who is
in retrograde right now.
Yeah, apparently. Which means it's all going to be crazy, I think. I'll never call you crazy. Oh, not the slow-mo replay. You don't have to do them like that.
But they've still got the smiles on their faces. Last
I would
tactical
too.
timeout to be used.
12-6.
Well, any elimination series should go the distance.
Yeah. Was it Ancient as a third, or am I silly? I'm probably silly. Let me have a look.
You said you'd never call me crazy, but I'd never call you silly because you were bang on.
Bang. Tylo had the choice between Train and Ancient.
So the map pool today's gone slow, slow, fast.
Slow, slow, fast. I've heard that's a viable strategy.
It is. You want to make sure that you're picking up the tempo as the day goes on.
Yes.
And that's what we're doing with FaZe versus Liquid as our final fixture on the A stream. Well, again, another bruised, battered, broken. I think bad would probably be the buy I was looking for.
Nyx, Galil, nothing. Except trying to accelerate into G-Zor, but he still gets away with one. Pivoting now, knows long is the gap. 60 does dip into Arch. He has the opportunity to perhaps catch Jamyoung off. How diligent will Jamyoung clear these angles? Tech9 versus M4, and Jamyoung's ready. Well, that does seem like a certainty now. Ancient, the third deciding map in this elimination series. TYLOO take Inferno convincingly in response to the shortcomings on Overpass. Back into the ranks after not being able to field the full roster in the end of the last season. Trying to start the new one strong. Being eliminated in last place in Cologne would be the opposite of that.
Yeah, this would be a bit of a kick in the gut for both of these teams. As you mentioned, TYLOO lifting the trophy, Complexity making the playoff. Overpass was a close affair. TYLOO just pipped at the post. Complexity blown out of the water on Inferno. Knife round won by Cole. CT side start. B execute for the pistol. 3 out of 4 in favor of TYLOO so far.
Yeah, Nyx is just going to be spamming on the long side, reporting that, oh, lots have crossed. He was solo B, so they've been accounting for the retake. JT's got his troops rotating back over. Kit available for this one. So they have Cave, they have Sight. How quickly does that change? Attacker going to be that first contact point. Nyx clears him out, but Attacker takes one with him. Nice work from G. Mosier connects. G trying to rack up another, and he does control it. Lets out a guttural roar because there is so much at stake. Elimination up for debate. You take the pistol in the elimination map.
Yeah, let's just do a little bit of housekeeping while we're at it. So the conversion, will it follow? Well, the force buy, it's going to quickly come together. Right now, Bait versus FlyQuest is about to get underway as well. That is also an elimination game. Ukraine versus Australia. And the technical issue was a problem with Nyx's PC. So definitely needed the admin team, even Graham Messios hit there to oversee things. But here we go. Back underway. Well-placed nade. Decent damage onto Mercury, but they are out middle. Jamming across towards the mid-box.
Yeah, that's always a very nice feather in your cap. Second round to have the space of mid and now a jump spot onto the boost long. So getting good info and a frag to start. Should be an easy round now.
Yeah, 2 players susceptible to the scout, sure, but Nyx, he's going to be next up to bat, and this time it's against a rifle, not an SMG, so his venture down the ramp cut short, and the rotation on the way, but 2 piping through middle. Halzok pulled back across, and Attacker still kept on notice. It's going to be clamped down in a moment.
Yeah, I don't fancy Nyx's chances. You can see, oh, he's
well
got
there.
so much pressure coming his way. He does significant damage.
A-flank.
After that first frag, and the 5-7 nearly had an opportunity. Jamyoung quick to the draw on the Galil. No scope, not going to connect. Halzerg and Grim. Most would consider this one an unwinnable 2v4, but Grim finding that ramp frag onto G, maybe it injects a little more confidence into their ranks, or is it just that extra Mach 10? You've got Mercury and Mosier working on this ramp hold. Mosier spotted out now by Grim and actually eliminated. Jamyoung. Bit of a bait, but should profit with the round.
Yeah, it's all right. You can bait your team out as long as you win the round.
Yeah.
You're not doing it every round. You know, sometimes it's just going to happen.
Carrigan's law. It's not baiting if you win the round.
Kind of lost a lot of laws, haven't we?
We have. Gone are the days of Zonic's law. Don't know what the new numbers would be. 9-3, 8-4.
11-4 would be 9-3.
Yeah, nice. Quick maths.
Yeah. We did a whole Pro League segment on it, I think, when we changed. I had a whiteboard out. I think I did the numbers.
You did, yep. Then again, there is a lot of Chad Birchall whiteboard segments in my memory bank.
Yes, maybe more of those than skits. So whether that's a good or a bad thing, I'll let you guys at home decide.
Professor Birchall. Elbow smoke lined up. Let's get this going then. The second bite of that cherry with just that scout.
So while we have a less serious round, if you are an All-Pro or a budding All-Pro and you play this map, learn all of the elbow smokes from every spawn on the CT side. And red smokes. Okay, hold up.
Oh, your horses.
Great start.
They've even boosted donuts, so like if you think you can jump up for free, you might get caught off guard by the oscillation, opening up a little gap for that 5-7. Okay, they dismount. Walking A main. No one spotting. I think it's just going to be hoping for a sound cue. Mosier's keeping it silent, and Mercury throwing that smoke for deep donut.
Just double molly, big box.
They were being diligent. That toolbox can be scary. So can Halzerk with that scout. Connecting, softens up Mosier. Trying to find that consecutive connection. Backing away now. No smoke donut, I must have been mistaken. And it's being punished. Back and forth, G putting up a fight. Still Nyx is stubborn. Mercury can't clutch. And Cole will take it. Oh, that's fallen apart for TYLOO. That one felt like it should have been a gimme.
Yeah, both of these teams have been able to get away with a couple of those throughout. Obviously, Inferno, we had Mercury saving the 5-7 and then getting away with an eco round there. And the same to be said here off the back of the scout and then opening pick over towards middle. So that one going to leave a bad taste in the mouth of the Chinese to start off the third and deciding map of this series. Just the lack of proficiency on the utility. So looking a little bit flustered, but it does take some nice shots to steal away a round like this. So they've got them on the ropes. Can they knock them down and take the lead?
Oh. Ooh, Grim getting aggy. Jamyoung was on the edge of that elbow smoke. 3 in lane. Big fight. G, long range. Tech 9, and they get 2. Oh, complexity from the highest of highs in the previous to already a catastrophic low.
Well, does Nyx push this? If he waits, he might have a few on the plate.
Oh, he spotted a little bit of shoulder. Cheeky use and abuse of the smoke.
And G is low.
Yeah, can they save him? JT gonna have to contribute because Nyx is doing everything he can.
Go overlooked here.
He has that, yeah, he's trying to bait for that JT cave cross. Oh, planting, Jamyoung off angle, holding. Now they know exactly where they both are.
Good incendiary.
Yeah, that's gonna be awkward for G. It's executed, forced into the fight. Nice work from the double kill. Jamyoung holds on. Holds strong. Valiant attempt from Cole, turning that 2v4 into something a bit more competitive. Nyx doing his best behind the long smokes.
Would love to see the kill onto Halzerk to open up the rounds. That came in rapid. I believe he was playing short, so I think it was just Mosier up the ramp with an immediate kill. And that opened...
reacting to the jump up.
Yeah, so here it is. Oh, wow.
See ya. Thanks for coming. Thanks for playing.
Yeah, just playing behind the incendiary. Get the job done, and the long-range Tech 9 kill from G. That was the key to it all falling apart. And Jamyoung, a beautiful little... Jeez, these are quick rounds.
Yeah, they're in A. We're fighting. MP9's back 10s. It's a brawl. Orp's dead already.
60's cut off the fallback. He's already close elbow.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so it's an interesting one for 60, because if they're walking, he's going to beat them to this fight. You can peace out all the way through spawn, but mid, your pivot point is held. Quiet boost for the other MP9.
You almost want to reset right now. 60 is on a timer in this position. Eventually, he will have to drop back because they could start heading through B doors, so he knows he'll be susceptible to a shot in the back. So, look, at this point, there it is. The pivot begins. JT will hedge over towards B. They don't know that it was 5 towards A. So they do have to consider the fact that maybe somebody slipped through the net, but they are just going to now encroach again. And Nyx is in a strong position to get this one done.
Yeah, now they've given him the shadow advantage as well. Oh, beautiful setup. Complexity thinking on their feet. Nyx fragging, standing on his triple kill. Solo hold of the A site. A cut of noise from TYLOO, but it does not lead to anything.
All right, quite the back and forth in the early stages. This hasn't been clean from either team.
Damn, yeah, no.
4 consecutive rounds now of trading blows. TYLOO will be able to invest in again with Tech 9s, maybe some Khalils if they want to bolster the firepower.
Started so good for them. Halzerk, he got like a collateral there. We kind of missed this very start, but he gets a 2-for-1 special, a leg shot onto the second, gets run down by that G double. Nyx, he just has incredible output, all three with his MP9.
Well, we're back underway, and a heavy nade has just landed to these two on B lane. Just taking the standard map controller. HE lands as they were stalled by the incendiary and chunked down to half HP for the M&M combo.
Testing 60, I think. Walking through cave smoke to try and ask questions of mid. JT on the spot, trying to get info. I think he may have seen the bomb there. Jamyoung noted towards Donut. Grim tries to tend to it, loses his life. A nice one back. 60 on the tail end, locks the door behind Donut. Trying to plant. Jamyoung's just going for this. G walking through the smoke. Very easy pickup for 60.
You can get this smoke down. It's going to constrict 60 to come through. He might have to pivot. Can't go through. We'll have to join the rest of the team. So funnel through Temple as well as CT.
This is not easy at all for TYLOO. Sure, you got the bomb down. Cole have got a heavy advantage. Kits are plenty.
Smoke for the bomb as well.
Attacker going to be trying to catch Nyx as he sweeps through, but already they've lost Jamyoung on sight. There's just no hope for you here. Good luck, have fun. Too much to do, unless you can transfer onto the defuse. Attacker doesn't. Continue to spam, continue to spray. And look how much health is left on them. He's not to know just how close he came to coming up clutch.
And that was a nail-biter right there, but we do tie things up 3 apiece. A bit of a frustrating situation for TYLOO considering the circumstances, but well handled. And Nyx, he's had some big moments early. 9-4 currently on the scoreline, and this is one of the fresher faces in the Complexity jersey. I say that as we're in July of 2025, and they've been in this roster since the start of the year, but still, they're getting their reps in Tier 1 International CS. And Cole have taken a risk on some fresher faces. A flash through, spam there. Multiple bodies to deal with. They're encroaching now towards heaven with these pesky pistols once more.
JT and 6C tested. Attacker, good find, but there's the flank Nyx as well. Oh, it's the hurt locker. You can't escape. Front and back, 60 finding his voice as well, trying to get under the skin of TYLOO. I mean, understandable. This is a do or die affair.
And look, I would love it if, we actually had a little bit of sass coming out of the Cole boys. 60, I think he's got a bit of a reputation within the North American scene. I would love it if he could bring it in a moment like this. Avoiding elimination, there'll still be a match to play if you want to make it to stage 2, but this is the start that you're looking for. You lose the pistol, you lose the force, but then you find the follow-up and you work hard to go back and forth. It's the kindest type of banter because you could interpret that as him being serious as opposed to sarcastic.
You could. Be a favorable interpretation. But it's a grim opening. Mercury testing his mid-hole.
What, Jamyoung?
Oh, it's not going fantastic. It's going brilliantly from heaven. Mosier, a late arrival. Takes down mid. The last two are the B American duo. Nyx quick to try and tend to heaven, gets spotted out and eliminated. It's a Mosier around.
Oh, he's even going to play ahead of his donut smoke so he can hunt a little bit quicker right now. 60. Let's pry through heaven. I don't think he wants to really give this one a look, does he? Maybe an AK available or that AWP, so... Is he let off the leash to go for it? No. Okay, there you go. Just a reconnaissance. Wanted to be careful. We'll get the orb. We'll get away. Mosier with 3 in the round, and that'll be that. We continue to go back and forth, and this is what we're talking about. It was the slow, slow, fast. It was actually slow, slow, pause, fast map pool that we get for everybody.
Yeah. And we are definitely in the fast part. I mean, every single one of these rounds, it feels like instantaneously there's like a round-determining engagement.
This is great, right? We move away from the Infernos and Overpasses of the world. It would have been Nightmare Fuel if Nuke was the third map of this one right here, right? We get the 3 slowest available.
And especially replacing like an Anubis with Overpass.
Yeah.
If you think about the pace of the map, it's replaced.
It really does shift things, doesn't it? Because Counter-Strike 2, a lot of the conversation is just like swing to win. I don't think that's going to work for you necessarily on a map like Overpass, at least not all of the time. I think the most unfortunate thing for poor 60, his first name is Danny. And for those of you who are familiar with Complexity history, he will never be the most famous Danny in a Complexity jersey. That's going to go to Mr. Fraud.
Legal name change, I guess, required if you wanted that legacy.
Maybe just call him Dan.
Now then, tall Dan, different guy.
That's what I'm saying. All right, well, early A smokes. This is meant to draw the rotation, but it's got double pump written all over it, doesn't it?
It has. And Grim is has always been a bit of a long-standing advocate for the org. That's AUG.
There's too much info right now. Full mid clear, full B lane clear.
Yeah, what's he got going on here? Oh, fumble on the boost. Attacker gets him up. Actually, a lovely little smoke from Grim. He sets himself up to play around it, peek around it, and unload bullets through it. That's moving and shooting, folks. He gets a second one. In transition, JT arrives as well. Double kill from him. Mercury around the smokes, trying his hand at the clutch. JT gone but traded. Big for Nix to close, but Grim, he's got a lot out of a little there. Just an underhand smoke. And I'm not tripping, am I? He didn't counter strafe for that second.
No, he was just moving, running and gunning, knowing I could hear the sound rather than stampeding through, so...
Just hold, spray, and pray. He knew that they were advancing on his position.
I don't love that call, right? When you think about that, you're assuming that the CTs aren't going to play aggressive, which on Ancient, a lot of the time, you're going to do some version of a press. Right? Or at least you're going to have somebody forward in cave to be listening if there's any spam or anything along those lines. So once you have full B lane control, then they went for the reaggress on middle. Grim did marvelously because actually the rotation, it was informed, but it was still a whiles away. It wasn't like they had stacked the site. So the double pump came through. He completely negates any of this, and there it is. You're just running gun, trying to get out of there, causing the chaos. But everybody was already on their way, as it were.
Nice.
That's what he's talking about, Mikey.
Very direct.
Yeah, strange that.
Do we just go? Mosier going to try and entry in.
A retake.
AK-47. No resistance all the way, pathing into the site. Long is guaranteed to be occupied, but Sixy has his bell rung. Nix is in trouble. Oh, they get 3, and it's all over. Halzak arrives, sprays down 4, all eyes drawn to the long setup, and Halzak has a field day. TYLOO, these rounds are falling through your fingers fast.
I feel like these two teams had a conversation while the tech timeout was going on and said, hey, boys, do you want to just make this a quick map? I understand we just spent, well, the better part of half an hour trying to fix Nick's PC. Let's just make this rapid. And TYLOO, the money, it's been bottomed out to a point where they are going to have to just partially invest, go for the gun round into the final, looking for 5. But stranger things have happened. A Glock, Tech 9, and a couple of Deegs. But an opening kill. So if there was any worries, I feel like it should be dealt with.
Jamyoung knows that impact of the smoke will have revealed his presence within it.
Slowest round so far.
You're right. It's kind of weird. It feels a bit like overpass for a second. Hang on. Change the pace.
I know you can AWP on this map, but this is where you need to make sure that your AWPer is a proficient rifler as well, because I feel like it's tough to AWP on this map. So
against diligent util.
Exactly. So Halzak will show his prowess. Gets 3 kills. There you have it. 7 accrued rapidly as the full buy for TYLOO. As it has been a strange, fast, back and forth half of Counter-Strike, but Complexity have broken through. As I say, you need to be strong with the rifle. Halzak does throw a spanner into the works once more in AWP. Everyone's got a kit, head armor, full sets of nades. You can leave flashes at spawns. You can upgrade your pistols. Collar in a strong spot right now to take 8. Looks like the default spread is a little bit unfortunate blocking each other there, but I don't think it'll cost them too much.
Oh,
and a big nade again. So they know that they stall out to throw that smoke, and while they do, they're able to chip away with so much damage. Mercury's through. Halzak splashed.
Perfect. Perfect. Demonstration of what the AWP can do. On this CT side, Halzak disrupts. Mercury goes down. Flick doesn't connect. Attacker claws back, but JT in the smoke, he's just going to be found and spammed. Forced to extinguish, just sprayed on down. And I know where you are, Grim. They still haven't finished him off. He's
run through that.
Relocate. Oh, controls the spray for 2. 19 HP. Bees is open, and Grim's clutch just got 10 times harder.
He did the hard work, didn't he?
Who just died? I'm sorry, I've spaced there. Is that JT? But yeah, rotating off of B has resulted in a much harder round. Ugh. Throw the AWP, spam the Tech 9, it's a fair attempt. 5 for TYLOO, 7 for Complexity. Loser goes home. The tension only gets tighter.
side, yeah. I'm ready to move for the night, yeah. Trying to lose myself on the night shift. Outside, yeah. Taking over control, can you feel it? Our bodies moving closer, is it real? Trying to lose myself on the night shift. Outside, yeah. Alright. Baby, can you feel me? Come and try it. I'm ready to move for the night, yeah. Trying to lose myself on the night shift. Outside, yeah. Taking over control, can you feel it? Our bodies moving closer, is it real? Trying to lose myself on the night shift. Outside, yeah. Baby, can you feel me? Come and try it. I'm ready to move for the night, yeah. Trying to lose myself on the night shift. Outside, yeah. Taking over control, can you feel it? Our bodies moving closer, is it real? Trying to lose myself on the night shift. Outside, yeah. Alright. Baby, can you feel me? Come and try it.
Could be lurking out.
Waiting for nades, waiting for nades.
Think one thing.
Private.
Could be house
Keep
guys.
fighting,
House one.
Shoot wall, shoot wall.
I'm coming to you, Johnny.
I'm with you mid.
Two more.
Nice.
Yep.
They're picking,
I'm
they're
peeking
picking.
him in. Amen.
Forward, default in
Swing,
main.
hold on,
Swing,
swing,
default in main. Default.
Amen.
Stay main still.
Dead him in.
Bit.
Bid. Lit 50.
Nice. Good job.
Good job indeed. 7 for Complexity taken to the T side in this final half. Loser goes home. TYLOO now to have to tighten up their laces and have a solid defense. A pistol would be nice. Complexity haven't had too many of those in the series.
Haven't had to say Jam Young's name too much either throughout this series.
point.
He was MVP level performance over in Belgrade for Fisher Playground. But this is Cologne. You got to work if you want to make it to stage 2 with the big boys.
Marley Jam Young out of position. He is going to be forced to fight here, and he's done very well to at least post 1, but okay, Sixy quickly puts the A defense to bed. And options immediately become sparse for TYLOO on this retake. Sure, Jewel Beretta's going to have a go, breaking back into Donut, Halzak, and JT to trifle with him. It's not going to be easy. Quick reactions tested. JT gets it done. It's massive from Complexity. No resistance felt. Jam Young, a single frag. All he has to provide and post. As Complexity make 8, quick, leggedy split.
Yeah, the molly, right? I think it's just about how much pressure that applies to him. You bang on the fact he gets 1, he's done very well there, but it's the second kill. Attacker just stepping out to try and slow down that push out of A main, but they were already deep. And then it's just about mopping up the mess. TYLOO, it's your opportunity now to cause the chaos, the same that was done to you within the first half of play. You forced by in. So the Complexity's second pistol of the series so far, so that's definitely been going one way. But B lane called clear, attacker on the tree boost, Jam Young there to support, and G rotating over, so they could have 2 to 3 players to try and deal with this. Jam Young, does he block with the smoke?
Oh, a little too late, unless they team kill more. Oh, that's awkward. Grimm's put Sixy down, and they're not going to be pushing through a grey screen into Jam Young and G. So, call the cancel.
Okay, so the MAC-10 has been picked up. The firepower slightly bolstered. Do they return to... It looks like middle, wanting to take these jewels. They do have the better weapons for these type of ranged fights.
I mean, it's just the fact that lane is occupied. It's just not the weapon for that kind of fight. They won't give it to them. G, however, looks to oblige up close. Good range for an MP9 and a little bit of thigh been spotted out. Returning to A and it's wide open. Jam Young going to try and acknowledge the potential from CT, but that's more just for info.
See the difference here, though? They actually did something to cause a rotation.
Yeah. Contrast is visible. G successful. Nyx is on 4 HP. Oh, they're doing great
JT's coming.
work. Look at their health. JT, yeah, the flank is just in time. Now the frag needed. Oh, he's hit the first headshot. Can't finish his meal. Softened up. Potentially, Mercury has more to be done here. Nyx, though, going to likely be overlooked. His positioning, despite his low HP, he gets it done. Backs his aim, hits that first bullet. An important one from Nyx, top of the tables with Halzerk.
Yeah, for me, it's all about JT, the captain right there, putting in massive impact because the A side, without him as the late piece coming through, all the pressure just could have been eyes forward for TYLOO. But now it's 4 rounds the difference. They find themselves in hot water, and that should become 5. Complexity will be going up against the eco from TYLOO. There are some investments late. Oh, no. Oh, we're going to have to catch that on the replay.
Yes, we are.
So there was a nade bought and I think accidentally thrown, leaving spawn from TYLOO. It's done damage to 4 of the 5 members of TYLOO leaving CT spawn. I know it's an eco.
Never in my years have I seen a spawn team nade.
Now, look, if they somehow pull this off, they have the opening kill.
They do.
This would be crazy.
There's no way,
It's like the martyrdom perk or something.
Yeah, straight up. They are heading into the stack, and that boosted Deagle did not connect. So info flows. JT and Grim not going to be warded off. Nyx tested a USP, attempting, but good work. Mercury, the one to have thrown the nade, then provide an opening kill.
Yeah, you can see him getting a bit flustered, right? He is the leader, and they're under a lot of pressure.
Oh, wait a second.
And they're getting the bomb, so you could still reroute. You got plenty of time for this, Cole. You haven't bitten off more than you can chew just yet. Just yet.
Another one. Oh, you want the AK attacker, you greedy goat. Going for more. And walking it down. Halzerk spots him. Oh, golden opportunity. Fair play. There was definitely chances. There was definitely chances. I think that's it, though.
He's good with the dig, but
He is. I'm not going to...
this would have to be nuts. They'd have to all swing him like this.
God. Chill your beans, boys. The bomb is down. He's got a Desert Eagle and 40 HP. The round is won. Just don't give it to him. And Grim obliges. Make sure Complexity secure their 10th. It was a Nyx and Grim with all 5 combined.
Yeah, again, Nyx has had some impactful moments, hasn't he? I understand this one was just against the eco, but still a mandatory round. And
So here it is.
it's from his...
Buy menu. He's
Oh!
holding down right click.
Oh, dear. And that's hit a bunch of his teammates, everybody. So,
Oof.
yeah, I don't blame our ops team for not being ready for that. So,
How dare they not consider it?
guys, why aren't you waiting for an eco where they nade one another leaving spawn?
I looked at it because you'd seen it. I only just saw the HP. I was like, is someone like double right click backstab or something? Like what? How has this happened? Someone's just gone on a knife spree in spawn. All right, well, the guns are coming out. At this point in time, though, TYLOO, their confidence is wavering, if it hadn't already. Just the fact that you're in the lower bracket, the fact that this is a 10-5 lead to your opponent, and elimination beckons.
You're not in Serbia anymore, boys.
Orp is throwing elbow smokes, keeping Chad happy. Molly jump up. JT seems to want to try and punish attacker and Jam Young's
So this
ace
is all
setup.
part of a fake right now. We can talk more about it after because mid-pressure and relatively in the dark, passive hold from TYLOO.
Yeah, it's just to try and pull attacker into this jiggle. Spots the mid-presence, but the focus is A. Jam Young, what have you got? They're asking him a lot of questions, and he knows he's in trouble. Underhands of smoke, trying to survive. G trying to lend a hand, does chip in. Jam Young alive and kicking. JT the opposite. Solid defense from TYLOO, round 16. 60 across to that brokey position. Molly not going to catch Jam Young. He's found a safe haven for a moment longer. Halzerk on the walk through. Mosier does remove his teammate, and it's too easy. Head rolls, 4 alive. The CT side hold on.
Yeah, right there, they also had Nix in spawn, who was throwing one of those geeky lineups that you're able to bounce the Molotov off of just the clip of the wall, so it lands towards heaven as well. So you're throwing one that's going to land on the top of heaven, and the other one that's going to land on the boxes. So you're really saying, hey boys, we really want mid. And it's part of a potential just mid and B lane combo to connect, but no, it was all a bit of a ruse. They get the mid control, they have that prong, but it's A where the play comes through. And immediately, because of all the damage that Complexity sustained within those earlier rounds, they aren't going to have to just eco. Don't have the finances. Normally you do see the force buy, so surprising that they have gone so light on. I feel like you need to get the plant out of this one, don't ya?
You'd love it, and you've already got a lot of ground that suggests you could have it. Attacker, though, an opportunity for the multi. Sprays him down, denies any chance of a Complexity plant. 6C just with one Constellation frag, a Glock headshot.
So the reason I mentioned that you'd normally force in that situation is Nix has 3.4. He's not the only one. 2 of the 5 members had 3.4, and then the rest were more like 3.8 to 4K. And you can see what that reflects within the buy. There's Galils, 3 of which are into the mix with 2 AKs, and there is enough util. So I guess they're happy to work with these Galils. So just 1 eco necessary as part of this.
Heavy mid focus. JT was blinded. Jam Young goes 2.5. 6C. That's an important one back. By removing Jam Young, we fall into a 3-on-3. 6C near cave. Mosier not ready for another one. Just completely walked past him.
2v2.
G. Orp. Ramp. Nix. Further up than he would have liked.
Missed.
Yeah, not an easy shot to hit. Nix doesn't finish his meal either.
Well, they know where both are, so they might be able to quickly pivot.
Mercury. Pushing the ramp. Nick's aware of that as a reaction. He's got a very powerful angle for it.
Look at him go. This one could be the most important just so far.
Yeah, he's had a great ancient. They freeze. The power of this ramp position from Mercury is... G can draw attention, likely to be overlooked. He's in the right place for this. And he does remove one of the 2. 6C down, Nick's in the clutch. He's having a good time, but there's just no way he can win this one. Back presented to Mercury. Overlooked indeed. Okay, that's 2 rather convincing rounds back-to-back, Chad.
And Jam Young right there, monstrous work with the double, right? You can see him, he's looking the other way. Is he dodging flashes? Well, either way, pivots in. 2 beautiful kills there with that AK-47 that he'd snatched through. And a timeout taken by Mither. It's only a 2-round game. The bomb doesn't get planted in that situation because they took the bite. Here it is again. We'll just catch this one. So JT gets the opener. And Jam Young, oh, wow. Okay, so the spray control as well. It felt like he was even ready for the 3rd. Mosier gets 1 and done. And then this interesting 2v2 starts to kick forward. But because Complexity went for the force buy when they did, right now they're in a situation, their loss bonus hasn't built as far as it would have in that scenario. Either way, I didn't even hate the buying pattern, but it just means they don't have enough finances right now to justify anything crazy. Next round, we'll only see them get the 2,900 loss, so it's just partial territory. And it's partial without Kevlar. You can't buy head armor. You don't really even want to spend the 650 on just the vest, so they're still going to get some pistols. This is where you either have to like take the pace out, allow them to use all their early nades and hope you can capitalize, or you go something fast, and that's where you hope that their protocols are poor. Maybe the comms are bad, there's not a piece of utility that lands perfectly. They're selling an A fake, donut smoke, CT smoke, hoping to draw a massive rotation. You need a kill, I think, to make that threatening.
Oh, and through that brand new, rapidly spreading incendiary. Mosier's jiggle.
It's a good attempt. Like, you did a decent...
You had an idea. There was a solid idea.
And I think that's really all you can ask for in a round like that. I feel like there may be a few over-investments there. The fact that 6C only comes into this with 4.1k maybe bought a little bit too much because now he's AK just with a smoke. So they are lacking utility. And, you know, people at home may be watching thinking, okay, well, yeah, he still has the AK, though. It's just when you lack utility, depending, if you're just going to run out mid, fine. But less utility means less options. And that right there can be really haunting for a T-side, especially if your opening gambit doesn't work.
Oh, okay. Jamyoung elects to extinguish and stick around. Attacker and Jamyoung, G as well. Missed elbow smoke enables this fight for JT.
Yeah, maybe get out of there.
Yeah, they've done the wiser of the two options there.
It's pretty costly, this mid control taken for Cole, but red pressure appears to be name of the game into G's AWP.
Surely this favors G. Can't see a world where they get this one scot-free. Oh, he's even forcing them into a decision. You want to push me? Yes, you do. JT certainly does. Oh,
He did.
7 gets it done. JT couldn't quite get the crosshair on the mark. Awkward, very awkward. Nick trying to be the hero here. Walks on in, loses a lot of health to the headshot. Attacker likely to be able to finish this one off. Wrapping into him. Great awareness.
Oh,
he
what's
just
happened
looked
there?
away. His teammates in Donut. And now Cole have actually got an opportunity to get that bomb down uncontested. Nothing they can do about that.
CT plant is going to be the A main play coming in from Mercury, so Jamyoung just has to live.
Yeah, that's his primary goal right now.
Ring around the rosy could happen here.
X dead to Mercury. He's planted for CT, heavily favoring complexity. Jamyoung now looking at the ghosts of Donut.
No kit.
No chance. Halzak ensures it. Solid headshot to finish. That's a big turnaround, and I'm sure TYLOO going to be feeling a little hard done by conceding that one.
I guess just because of the confusion, that type of a play coming out, it's not a standard move, right, to split A in that fashion. So I imagine when the comm comes in from Jamyoung, like one mid or one donut, attacker turns to address it. But as he turns, he opens the gap. Jamyoung gets the kill, which he had accounted for all the time, and then you bang on. Jamyoung also looking the wrong way, wrong time. Costly. And that all is made easier by a missed elbow smoke. But again, pace towards middle. Red pressure again. JT leading by example at the front. Mercury burning down. It's all going on.
And Rush is catching it all. Jamyoung opens up the account. TYLOO, this is a must-win. Make no mistake. Giving Cole 12 would feel like a huge shortcoming. Halzak lurks mid. Jamyoung takes off, and 60 caught off by the overstay. There was still someone occupying cave, and he was not anticipating that. Jamyoung playing for the headshot.
Oh, the timing.
Yep. That's actually golden.
And he's come back. Halzak's been able to cross. He might not get caught here at all. This means the round is still open. A minute on the clock. The bomb down towards B. They can pick that up. They can pivot. They can change their mind.
Ooh, and it gets better. Nix catches Mosier looking. Goes boosted up. Don't forget about that late Halzak. He's cut rotations. It is essentially a 2v2 on that B site right now. G, he might be able to discover Halzak, and Halzak's just heard an AWP approaching CT spawn.
Well, now the gap is closed because G is aware that Red's a possibility. It's his job to pick it up. So he's wary of this. Still, if he rotates into B, it's going to be tough to get past Halzak.
Moving. He heard G leave. Nix going down to Jamyoung. First test on cave side.
Two split up.
Hang on. Halzak should have the AWP for free. Swings on in. Finishes the job. 13 seconds. Bomb is on B. Mercury is on the site. Grim hasn't cleared him. Now the clutch is his. Just has to find him. Halzak's got the flames. Mercury's cooked. Going down. Attacker, however, just by virtue of being alive. Oh, he didn't have to do anything. Sitting back there, he is not even happy about his clutch, despite it being a team saver. Look at the money on Cole.
Are you happy if you're G? You get your ult back for free. The round is high intensity. Halzak hitting a couple of very nice shots there, and you bang on about those finances. That's the problem, and it feels like it's been the struggle of this slew of rounds for Cole. It's only one round the difference.
This was a great shot. Brrrah.
Just taking a look at some of the buys, they've gone in, right? Not full. They've definitely left some cash over, but Nix has gone in with a Galil. He only has Kevlar, no head armor. Halzak still with the AK. Could still be the difference makers. This one's not done just yet. Are they going for another A fake into a B play? I don't have the util to do so. They need to find a frag. That's the only way to force this rotation, because right now for TYLOO, they have full B lane control. Oh, I hate being full committed in this position, especially on the fade of the smoke. Mercury can re-smoke.
An important piece of util to delay further.
if you're on the T side right now and you had a smoke that you could throw to block like Cave in Heaven and then a flash through and molly in towards the cubby or the ramp, and it's like, okay, cool, like we got something to work with. But the fact you don't have any util, you're brute forcing, you have to hope for an oversight. And the fact that Orb's here, this is even just so much harder.
Yeah, G feels like he's guaranteed one, right? On that distant peak of Halzerk. Then they swing through, hard clears through the flames. It's so expensive. G picks it up. JT left wanting in middle, a Desert Eagle and a Dream. Looking like 11-11.
All right, make a wish. 2,900 going into the next, and
both teams are wishing not to be eliminated from IEM Cologne day 2.
tell me about it. All right, well, roughly around the 4K mark, a couple, 60 and JT with a little bit more. So Galil for 60, just to make sure he gets all that util. And the third tactical timeout called by Complexity. The level of pressure that they are under right now, because the momentum has definitely shifted in this string of rounds. The bomb has struggled to go down for Cole. That's definitely been detracting from their level of investments that have been made possible. They lose this, they do get the 3,400 loss bonus. So planting in this round feels absolutely mandatory. At least then you can contend for overtime.
Like, how many buys has there not been a Galil or someone with no nades?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's always felt compromised. It hasn't felt that they've been able to get away with the full level of investments, but they've stayed threatening. They've kept the pressure on. It hasn't been easy for TYLOO.
Shot
Okay, let's win this round now. Focus up. Yeah, let's go.
They have so much.
Focus up, big round. 23, third map, elimination. Could just be 2 rounds away.
Oh, a main push. Lots of early info right now for TYLOO.
Yeah, I like the proactivity from the CT side. It's informed them.
Well, Complexity have gotten the space, but this is just to then be able to call the mid-round. Right, you're definitely ready for fights and duels, as that probably didn't land perfectly, but they've taken A main so quickly. An attacker can just stay parked here. Right, at this point, they can even leave him on his lonesome. They can hedge 3 towards B. Right, if they do go donut towards A, you can play it a little bit riskier. And take a look, Complexity, just by virtue of fighting for all of this space, have used so many nades. They're working with 2 flashes and a smoke for their round finisher with 1 minute and 10 left on the clock and a 5v5 scenario.
Well, it's a horrible puzzle for JT to try and solve. 1 smoke, 2 flashes, 5v5. Okay. Oh, chance. Cleared out nicely by Mercury, though, towards the Ram side. TYLOO draw first blood, and JT starts to move. It's G holding with the AWP. How is he supposed to find an advantage in that engagement?
Oh.
Okay, Halzerk's actually been given a gift there. Mercury went looking for answers ramp.
Felt too quiet. So that reaggress with the smoke, there was a plan, but either way, it's a way back in. G starting to hedge over towards B as well, and oh, he's noisy about this.
That's exactly the dream for JT. Held by Jam Young. Okay, the bait actually pays off.
Our attacker's main presence, it'll come into play. They'll get the open runway in towards the site, but attacker, you need at least 1.
Just needs to be disruptive force. 60, considering his options, knows A main could be pushed. Glancing at it, holding as Halzerk plants. Attacker does deliver. Takes his first. Halzerk draws back. 3-on-2. High stakes game here. Halzerk, what have you got? Goes in and is held. A huge sigh of relief washes over TYLOO as they're the ones to release the pressure. They pick up 12. Overtime at a minimum for the Chinese squad.
Well, at least the bomb went down. Complexity with the max loss bonus plus the bomb going down. The defuse comes through. That's an extra $600 is going to put them all around that 4K mark. I love that little trick right there. G running away, making steps. Jam Young staying locked and loaded. An attacker waiting for his teammates to get to Temple so they can both take bites at the same time. They deliver the business.
This reaction. I mean, like,
I think they're feeling more pressure now than they probably did over in Belgrade in the final.
I think you're right. And that's day 2 of stage 1 of IEM Cologne. Already it gets this nitty gritty. It's 1 round between slate-wide clean OT.
And you can tell from Mercury's perspective, he gets the opening kill against Nyx, who's been fantastic throughout. 18 kills for him, 21 for Halzerk. But he goes down to make it a 4v4 again, and he's thinking, geez, I've overstepped the mark here. I've given away a free kill. I should have jiggled. I should have played for info. Wow, that's what he was doing, but got clotheslined as we're staring down the barrel of an OT for series number 1 of the day.
Yeah, and you've got Galil, you've got 1 single flash on Grim. Again, compromises for Cole. Can they manage to pull it across the line and get OT? Extra cash there.
They're going to fight for middle. It's a donut smoke as well as a red smoke. They're coming out.
Yeah, it's only Attacker responsible for this. Smoked off of Donut and he'll respect it. They concede mid-control. Jam Young, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he underhands the HE, exposes them both and takes them down. A hero play in a must-win round. Cole suddenly off kilter. Someone has to be the hero for Complexity or their bags will be getting packed. Bomb A main. 60 trying to sell something on B. If he can find Mosier, perhaps he can make space for his boys. Diligent clear, spots his shoulder, needs the head, can't find it. Collar in trouble. Nick's down to 1 HP, finished off with the overkill of the sniper. Complexity forced to watch Halzerk try and go 1v5 because it seems inevitable, it seems a certainty. Complexity eliminated. Last place of IEM Cologne. Stage 1 is where it ends, and TYLOO survive.
They start the new season with Halzerk back in the roster, joining the team, but a tough result.